8. Ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it is clear that...
Hear a song? Freeze there, rest his head on a pillow made of concrete. Yeah. We put him in Massey. That's called Pearl Jam. You ever see Pearl Jam live?
After these messages, we'll be right back. Wake up in the morning, there's a slap around the place. Wake up in the morning, there's a crackle in your face. Wake up in the morning, there's a pop that really says, Rice Krispies to you, and you, and you. Pour on the milk and listen to the sound that says it's nice. Pour on the milk and listen to the crackle of that rice. Get up in the morning to the pop that says it's rice. Hear them talking Rice Krispies.
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
Bruh.
Oh, right! To call you stupid would be an insult to stupid people!
Dante, you're a big cat, fat cat, mean cat. Ate all the food that we fed you today. You got fish on your face, big disgrace. Kicking your litter all over the place, singing, we will scratch you.
I want you to know that I've smoked pot.
Are these your drugs?
Look, Dad, it's not...
Where did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs. Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
We're doing it.
Jackie Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.
And you are here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Friday, and welcome to The Vibe. We are here, folks. We are at the weekend. We're here. We're having it. We're doing it. What's up, everybody? I just had to break away from over there on the Levy-verse about 10 minutes ago or so. I was watching all of that great fun stuff going down. Shout out to my boy. Tell Levy and Krista this is my time. Tell them to get off the air. They know this is the Vibe time. This is the Vibe time to be on air. BF Live, the Vibe. How's everybody doing today? It is Friday. Yeah, I hope you guys are excited about the weekend. I'm excited about the weekend. Even though it's supposed to rain where I'm at over the weekend, I'm still excited to be here, and I'm still excited. Let me see. There's a private chat back here from my boy Andrew. Oh my God. I have to read this because let me see. This is great. I have to Andrew the Giant, 1132. I have to poop. So if I'm not back before the show starts, that's why. Well, there you go. I just gave up his private chat right there. So that's to let you know, and people already know that Andrew the Giant is already co-streaming this show. This is BF Live The Vibe 319. It's Friday, and he's co-streaming this show on his channel, Andrew the Giant 96. Welcome to all new friends joining us from over there. Let me take this little lift-off reel out of the back. Let's have some fun today, everybody. Yeah, you tell Levy and all them to get off the air. Shout out to Levy and Psych Clyde and Chris Abels, everybody over there. My boy Psych is trying to get, I believe he's using EVMux maybe. He's trying to get, Bob and technology is all you have to know about that scenario over there. But Bob was actually doing kind of pretty good. He was like figuring out how to pull up he has super tips now, Bob Levy. He's like he's doing the big thing. He's got his produce guy, Psych Clyde, over there, and I was feeling his pain with every click, man, because he was having problems with getting Chris Abels to come on there, and that's a little more sophisticated than StreamYard. It's more like OBS, and you kind of have, every person has to get an individual link, I think. So he's getting used to all those technical bells and whistles and trying to do that while bringing Bob Levy along. So shout out to my bros over there. Bob Levy, Chris fucking Abels, and Psych Clyde. Terry Nee's in my chat today. You guys are awesome. I see that my friend Mandy Diff, we're going to get to that, Mandy. She helped me hit my little sarcastic goal today. I was just going for a little modest goal today. I appreciate any and all super chats if you can help me out during the show. So let's do that. Thank you, Mandy. I'm going to get to that when we do the opening chat family check-in. We're going to do that. Thank you, Bob Bill. Wild Bill lets me know in the chat I read ahead that Levy has ended. So I figured he would, because Bob is so good to me and so good to us. He knows that he don't want to overlap me too much, and vice versa and all. I'm really happy with our relationship and how we kind of work out things together and things of this nature. So let's go, folks. I got a whole sheet of fun. This is maybe a blow your load Friday, man, because I carry stuff on my sheet all week. Let's see. We're going to do the chat family check-in. I have some fun stories we're going to talk about in the BF Live The Vibe. Other news, the not so serious news. Maybe we'll go do a little Perry talk segment, because there was a special Thursday Perry last night, and once again Perry was in Perry form, so we'll get into that. I see Just Mike checking in on the chat. I'm going to get to you when I get to the opening chat family check-in. Plus, I have crushing it. I have videos where things look cool getting crushed, right? We all like seeing videos of things getting crushed, so maybe we'll get to that. We'll do the National Day calendar check. I have all maybe today, because I'm not doing it every day now, and it's Friday, and I did just pull right before this show some great new bricked up content for the boys, because I'm highly heterosexual. So we'll do our sexy segments. We will do Juicy Man Meat. We will do Bricked Up for the boys. We are going to have fun for the next 3 hours. I see Johnny A. I see Mandy checking in. Just Mike, Terry Nee. But I got to know what you're up to, folks. So throw them in there if you haven't already. Are you just listening for a minute and you have to go back to work? Just say quick hello and put us in your ear hole, and we'll keep you entertained if you can't chat or be involved with the show all day. But I'm here to entertain you the best I can for the next 3 hours. I see my boy Andrew getting lined up backstage. So after I start running this reel, I'm going to go over to the assets. I'm going to put the goggles on. And at some point, I will bring Andrew in. But it's Friday, folks. Put your chats in and let me know what you're doing, or let me know your plans for the weekend as we begin this show and we begin our roll into the weekend with the opening chat family check-in for this show. It's Friday. BF Live The Vibe Stream Show 319. Thank you for joining me today. And let's make it a good one, and let's go.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, that's what we do here on The Vibe. You talk amongst yourselves, and you talk with me and whoever might be joining us. And I'm going to give this guy another couple minutes because I see some things still being adjusted around him. But I'm going to go to the top of the chat, and I'm going to let everybody know that this is your chance. Let me know what you're doing today or this weekend. Let me know what you're up to. I see some pretty colors in the chat today. Thank you for your generosity. I love doing this show, and your super chats allow me to continue doing this show. It's all I ever want to do for the rest of my life. So let's go with the opening chat family check-in, folks. Post them up. Let me find my little post time sound here. If I go alphabetically, H-I-J. And here we go, H. It's post time. Get your opening chats in for the opening chat family check-in.
1 minute to post time. Approaching the gate. They're at the post. Now they're moving into the gate.
I tricked you because I brought Andrew in first because I didn't want to do the opening chat family check-in without my boy Andrew. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
I saw you getting ready just in time and get in frame right as I was beginning there, so I figured I would bring you in right now. How are you doing?
It was a false alarm. I hate those.
I hate when that happens. Oh, false alarm? You went to the bathroom all that time and you didn't have to go? Oh, my goodness. All right, my friend. Go ahead.
My stomach was rumbling, but it wouldn't come out.
All right. Well, happy Friday, buddy. I am glad you're here with me. So far, it's just me and you. I think much like the pattern has been the last couple of days, our friends, Bobby, Nick, and Scott, they stay up late.
I don't know how I'm alive because I was up with those fools.
Were you up with those fools? Were you hanging out in the late night lounges with Bobby, Nick, and Scott?
Yeah.
Well, bro, I see you all the time. I imagine you already did a live on Andrew the Giant 96 this morning, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Yeah. Well, that is a rare case, buddy.
I caught up on my sleep.
Caught up on your sleep. That is an excellent thing, Andrew. You need that because you're a prolific podcaster. You do at least Thursdays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays on your one channel, No Filter with Andrew and Friends. You're here every day with me, Monday through Friday, and you do many pop-up lives. So Andrew is my prolific podcasting bro, and I'm always happy to have him hanging out with me. Andrew, I don't get ahead and over-comment too much because when we go to the news, buddy, I'm going to do a story about Aaron Rodgers finally getting signed, and then we'll really dissect it a little bit, okay?
I really don't think he's going anywhere and making the playoffs.
I knew you couldn't help but comment if I brought it up, you son of a bitch. All right, wait for a proper segment, Andrew. We'll do it, but there you go. There's your early comments, but I'm going to get Andrew's full thoughts on the Pittsburgh Steelers so late in the kind of preseason with camps opening up, finally signing a 41-year-old quarterback. We'll get into that when we do the not-so-serious news, Andrew. But right now, let me play it one more time since I psyched them out the first time. Here's your second chance to get your chats in, folks. Andrew's with me now. Adjust accordingly because people love seeing Andrew whip the horse. Whip it at the gate. Whip it, Andrew. Whip that horse. We're ready with the opening chat family check-in. Andrew's whipping the horse. Yeehaw! Normally the first chat is my pinned PayPal preset options, but I failed to do that today. So we'll just take a break from that today. Pecan checks in, always number one, and he says, Goonie goo goo, you begonias. He throws out the pecan membership emoji. He says, Unga Bunga, and what do you know, BF Chang. Well, let's go, my friend. Let's go. It's Friday. I'm ready. I got a new strain for my brain, so let's have some fun pecan today. And he always checks in with his pattern. I appreciate it, of his $2 super chat right after his first chat, and he goes, oh shit, we're doing it. It's Friday. Tikal. Well, thank you, buddy. I got so many bells and whistles, I failed to kind of remember that. We are
making the weekends longer than the weeks.
Right.
And we'll do it again because
Pecan knows why.
Friday.
Oh, yeah, it is Friday here on The Vibe. Thank you, Pecan, for your generous $2 super chat. Pecan McMahon. I noticed the McMahon has dropped off your name since yesterday. Pecan represents me and supports me as a member, and that's why he's using all those fun emojis right there. And you can too if you're a member here on The Vibe. Lynn Monger checks in and says, hey, Pecan. For long, she'll be asking how you are. HIGH, Lynn Monger, says Pecan. Ha, says the Reverend Wild Bill. I saw you over there in Levyverse. Yeah, Bob is trying out super tips. You're talking about a new production system, Andrew. I think that Bob is trying to use EV Mux and Super Tips all together on like the first day, buddy. Imagine all that technology at once. That's crazy.
Is Super Tips new?
Super Tips is that thing, I think Patrick Melton is involved with that, and it's a separate system. They take a smaller percentage than YouTube. YouTube takes 30% of all the money that the people generously give to us, but I understand that Super Tips only takes 10%, Andrew. It's like a whole separate entity, so that's what that is.
I'm gonna have to go that route.
Oh, shit, maybe. Yeah, the Reverend Wild Bill checks in, and he represents me and supports me as a member right here on The Vibe, and he has having fun with all of those emojis. Andrew doing business.
Give a second. Tell me how that works and all. Maybe look into it.
Yeah, we'll have to research that at some point. Wild Bill shouts out Pecan with the HIGH. Well, Wild Bill says, oh shit, we're doing it. And like Bobby Nick says, we are doing it, but we're not having it yet. We're doing it.
We're doing it.
We are doing it, but we'll wait until Bobby Nake's here before we're doing it and having it. Shout out to the awesome 23 people already checking in for positive vibes on a Friday. Mandy Diff shouts out myself, Pecan, and the Reverend Wild Bill. What's up, Mandy Diff, girlfriend? Lynn gets the love from Mandy Diff as well. Pecan says hello to the Reverend Wild Bill with the Hoya. Hoya, you Hoya, says the Space Nerd. And on 3, me and Andrew, together we go. 1, 2, 3. Nerd. There it is. Good morning, Space Nerd. Mandy Diff Hoya from Pecan. Pecan shouts out Nerd Call with the Hoya. Mandy Diff shouts out Nerd with the Nerd Call. Space Nerd Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Pecan shouts out love and Pecan emoji from Space Nerd. Hoya Mandy from Space Nerd. The Reverend Wild Bill helps me towards my modest goal. I've been sarcastic $5 goal today. One super chat, $5 of my sarcastic goal today, but the Reverend Wild Bill generously gives me a colorful 99-cent super sticker. Thank you, Reverend Wild Bill. Late and Perry says Pecan. Whoa, I resemble that remark there.
Shut the fuck up.
You're more late and gay than me. How you doing? Hey, yeah, I'm no longer branded. I can now receive, Wild Bill figured out what was going on with his YouTube. I think, Wild Bill, I want to say that early on, Andrew, I did that myself. When you set up your YouTube page, somehow you end up, if you set up yourself like branded, then they treat you like a company, not like a person, and you can't get like memberships and stuff for free. Did you know that?
Yep.
Yeah, well, he got it straight so he can get them memberships now. And here's your chance now, because Pecan checks in with 1 gifted BF Live the Vibe membership. Thank you, my very supportive brother, Pecan. I appreciate that. Blame Canada. Blame Canada. Hashtag going out from the Reverend Wild Bill. Puff, puff, pass, says the Reverend Wild Bill. But man, Bill, I went to the dispensary yesterday. And I got to me a new strain, and it hits hard, son. It hits hard. It's hard. I think I will smoke 2 RBW. Let's go. It's Friday. We got no rules here on the vibe. Go ahead, Andrew.
Darren was nice enough to hook me up with a couple hits today.
Don't dox him, son of a bitch. You're not supposed to give that stuff out on air. You keep your game tight, Andrew. You don't give it up. You keep that shit tight. I might be leaving soon. I took 500 milligrams of indica eatable, says the Reverend Wild Bill, not the sativa. Oops. You went down instead of up, Wild Bill, it sounds like. He says edible, too. Space Nerd says, oh, no to that. And she says edible. Got it. Not the pot, and Mandy Diff said during the opening liftoff reel. I saw that. Not pot, but the cubes, says our friend, the Reverend Wild Bill. And here comes Mandy Diff. She single-handedly and laughing helped me fulfill my sarcastic goal of $5 today. Thank you to the lovely Mandy Diff. I appreciate your energy, and certainly your financial support helps me a lot. Goal achieved, says Mandy Diff. Exactly. Sean Riggle says, BF, I sent you a majestic video of Wendy eating to the beautiful music of Chuck Mangione. And I did see that you just sent me that right before the show. So let me go in here into my little Google Twitters here, my Google Twitter X. I see the video. I click on the video. Oh my God, let's see. Let's do it. All right. I appreciate my dude, Sean Riggle. Let's have fun with the vibe today. I will share the screen. And here it is. As promised by Sean Riggle, this is our lovely friend Wendy Pack eating to the beautiful music of the one and only Chuck Mangione. I bet it not only feels so good, I bet it tastes so good. Sucka nah. This is like porn for Sean Riggle, Andrew. He's playing this bow chicky wow wow and watching Wendy eat and getting off on it, buddy. Were you on the show when she did this? It sounds like the Who's the Boss theme, Sean Riggle. What the fuck are you talking about?
I got in there after that.
You got in after that? Making your way in the world today takes everything you got. What the fuck is this? Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you wanna go when even Wendy knows your name. Thank you, Sean Riggle, for that comic relief. That is our Hilarious friend, not even trying to be hilarious, the one and only Wendy Pack. You know, you can't write anything that Wendy does or says, man. You just get Wendy on shows and Wendy going to Wendy. And there you go. Thank you for that, Sean. I appreciate it, brother, because I hadn't seen that. When Mandy Diff is laughing at Sean Riggle saying, ha. Space Nerd says, that is a great mood setting, Sean Riggle. Let's go. I want to check in with our friend Big Sausage from Canada, checking in on the Andrew the Giant 96 channel. Why don't you say hello to the Big Sausage from Canada, Andrew?
How are you, buddy?
That name's not gay at all. How you doing, Big Sausage? Welcome to BF Live, the Vibe Stream Show 319 that Andrew is co-streaming on his channel, my friend. Let's see. Just a guess. He says number one on, and here's number one on the Andrew the Giant channel. How about that? He is number one, and he made it in number one this time. Happy Friday, just a guess. Johnny A says new intro is funny AF. Let's see. I'm talking about mine or the new. I don't know. How you doing, Johnny A? But thank you. Sean Riggle Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Let's see. I'll lose my spot, says my friend Mandy Diff. Sean Riggle, ha, from Pecan. Justice checks in at number 10, but I tell you, you're number one over here on the Vibe channel. I would appreciate anyone that has the opportunity currently watching this show on Andrew the Giant 96. If you hadn't made your way over to my channel to give me a free subscribe, I would appreciate it to keep my numbers up. Johnny A says Hoya to Pecan. Pecan shouts out our friend Just a Guest. Let's see if I can get it to come up. Space Chief 75 checks in. I saw him. Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. I got fireworks too. I don't have visual fireworks, but I got shit too over here. Space Chief 75 got his song played and got acknowledged by Bob over there in the Levy verse. Good morning. I don't spend enough money on my girl, BF. Well, come on, man. And if I'm your girl, let's go. Or I don't know. Let's go. Terry, I heard them talking about our relationship on the Levy verse and how Bob is a little jealous of it. And he was counting how many times I have been out with you and he might have been out with you, buddy. So let's keep it 100 over here. Levy has ended while Bill lets me know. The Big Sausage from Canada says Andrew will be back shortly. Exactly, brother. Hey, Andrew, I didn't think you would care too much. I read your little private chat that you left before the show. Let me know where you were.
Funny, I loved it.
I thought you would, buddy, because we all kind of think the same way. We all got similarly twisted minds. Whoop. Why didn't that hook in the board? I got a hook in my thing into the board, my sounds into the board. Terry Nee, tick out or tick all from our friend, what's that, P Cunt. Well, Terry Nee says P. Just Mike checks in and says, hey, Bobby Fran, the Vibe. Hope everything is going well. I have this on in the background while working. Well, that's good to know that, Mike. Well, I'll make sure that I'm descriptive enough to people that are keeping it in their ear holes while we're here on the Vibe. Let's see what we got here.
Denied.
Ooh, wait a minute. I'm just checking the sound. Mandy Diff shouts out Terry Nee. Nightbot runs Pecan's bot right there. Hoya Mandy Diff from Johnny A. The Nightbot is running all of our friends' bots. These are Andrew's contribution inks if you want to hit him up on Cash App, PayPal, or his link tree. Hoya Chat Family and BF from the one and only Tits McGee. Onward and upward. Just Mike gets acknowledged from Pecan with the opening chat family check-in about to round up. Tits McGee gets the Hoya from Pecan. Let's see what we got here. Tits McGee says, Pecan, I was trying to beat you. You're too fast at that greeting. Good afternoon, you fat pig. He was also hanging out over there on the Levy verse. Watching Bob trying to be technical this morning. How you doing, fat pig? We're here on the weekend, buddy. Let's see. H, don't do that. They were doing that over on the Levy. I don't have super tips. They were just throwing out random H, L, R, throwing out random letters over there on the Levy verse. Tits McGee gets the last from Pecan. Terry Nee says, super tips crash my credit card. They do it for my benefit. Is that right? I don't know if that's really a thing, Terry. I've never tried to use a super tips for certain reasons. You have a relationship with Bob? Don't get angry. You heard him say it on the show, man. I mean, wait. He said wait a minute. You got a relationship with Bob. Good story, Andrew. Great story, says Terry Nee. Oh. Andrew the Big Pimp. Pecan shouts you out, buddy.
Pecan.
How about your bro, your artist friend, Space Chief 75, who just drew you that new Phoenix symbol there, Andrew?
Thank you, Space Chief.
Hey, Andrew, from our friend Just Mike's checking in. Space Chief 75 gets the shout out from Mandy Diff. Pecan, give me my XP back. Wait a minute. Give me it back. Give me back my XP. Pecan gets the shout out love from Space Chief 75. Space Nerd says, good morning to me. Thank you. I appreciate the morning goals. Hey, Widow Killer. That doesn't mean you have to give up there, buddy. He says, hey, we achieved the goal. We already achieved the goal. That was a little just a sarcastic goal out there. If you feel so inclined to give, that's fine. But Mandy already took care of it with the $5. It's Friday. Good afternoon, everyone, from my big sis, Kathy, checking in. How you doing, big sis? I hope you're doing okay. I heard you say you missed the showtime the other day because you didn't know what I was doing, and maybe your pain medicine affected that. Pecan shouts out Widow Killer. Widow Killer gets love and Kathy from Mandy Diff. Kathy gets the Hoya from Pecan. Hoya Kathy from Johnny A. Hey, I've been watching all this about Kevin say it is illegal. Not sure. Is that about super tips or something? You got to stop watching and believing Kevin. Andrew getting the love from Mandy Diff. Spawn says top of the weekend to BF. Andrew and everyone in the chat. Here comes the energetic bro, Spawn. I know he's ready for the weekend, and he's ready for Bobby Nick tomorrow already to do his lounge. He probably does that at 2 p.m. East on Saturdays, and he tries to fit a show in before he does No Filter with my dude Andrew right here. So try to go over there tomorrow and try to get your songs in early on the lounge if you want them, about 2 o'clock East on Rumble. I bet Bobby will be along later on to tell you all about it, and if not, Bobby Nick's links are running throughout the entirety of this show in my chat. Johnny A gets the love from my sister Kathy. Spawn gets the shout out love from Mandy Diff. Spawn gets love from Pecan. Spawn gives it back to Mandy. Kathy Linder says, Mandy, glad to see you. Nightbot is running. There's the links right there. Pecan gets the love from our friend Spawn. Mandy Diff says, what's the name? I'm not sure the context of that one, Mandy Diff. You might have to give me more context. Spawn helps me out, going beyond my goal. Thank you for my sarcastic goal today. $2 super chat. He says, Pacers overcame a 25 TOs to steal the game. Tyrese, there you go. 25 turnovers. I know they don't have 25 timeouts, so 25 turnovers, Andrew. That's amazing to give up the ball that many times and win the game. Wow. How do you even do that? Shout out Spawn. I know you're excited about the NBA Finals. Thank you, my friend. Happy National Donut Day. Articulate John already knows. And I gave you all the heads up yesterday that today is National Donut Day. You can go, if you buy a beverage, you can get a free basic donut at your favorite donut shop like Dunkin', and the big ones are participating. I don't participate. No, I fuck corporate. I'm not giving away free donuts all goddamn day. Fuck this shit. It's National Happy Donut Day. We'll get into that when I go over to the national calendar with the National Day. Hey. Happy National Donut Day indeed, says Space Nerd. Widow Killer says this whole Liv Morgan stalker situation is getting out of hand. They are sending death threats to Dominic Mysterio now. Andrew is very passionate about Liv Morgan. He loves him some Liv Morgan, Andrew. Would you like to comment on that comment?
So, what is happening?
He's saying that Liv Morgan's getting stalked. It has a stalker situation. Andrew, you don't have legs, do you? I think Andrew is secretly stalking Liv Morgan, and he's doing this whole thing as a front. Apparently, she's hot, and a lot of the hot ones tend to get stalked, Andrew, I guess. And now they're sending death threats to Dominic Mysterio, so there you go.
Well, why?
Probably because she's hot, and they think that, you can only belong to me, Liv. I love you and only you. You can't be with Dominic or anybody else, I'm your density. I'm your density. No, Widow Killer. I hadn't really heard about that, but that's pretty messed up. But not unheard of. Spawn says, I love when Wendy is present on a stream with a small collection of food droppings on her attire. That is classic Wendy. You can't write that, Spawn. Yes, sir. Pacers for my friend Pecan. Wendy looked nice. You know what, just a guess? I will say, there was something about her look in that particular video that she looked like maybe freshly out of the shower, or her hair was done, or she looked a little better than she normally does. I do agree with that assertion. That take. King of all diff checks in. Thank you all my midday friends that check in. How you doing there, King of all diffs? Spawn Hoya from Space Nerd. King of all diffs, Hoya. As we're nearly at the bottom. Patrick Belmar shouts me out. And Andrew with the Hoya. Well, you know what, Patrick? It is Friday, my friend. Let's get a Hoya.
Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a
I love how everyone greets everybody in the chat with love and greetings. I'll be back shortly going to get a donut. Somebody just remembered that it was a National Donut Day, so let's continue on through these. Terry Nee says yins. That means all Ewins right there. That's a regional term right there. Nightbot gets the Hoya and the Tikal from Peak Hunt. Let's get through these. Phil the Puss Diff. Space Chief 75 gets acknowledged by Mandy Diff. My friend Wild Bill giving my Facebook some love over there. The Real Bold Keyboard 979 says, Austin 316 says, good morning, boys. Well, good morning to you. Good morning to you, my friend. Whoop. Where's that at? That's not the one. Where the fuck I go? I'll check it out. Let me see. What's up, man? That is actually on here. Oh, hell yeah. It's Friday. The Real Bold Keyboard. Let's go. Let's see. Wild Bill throwing out some emojis over there. There's Bobby Nick's links. Manny Diff gets love from Space Chief 75. Wild Bill says Kathy Linder Hoy on Facebook. Patrick Belmar bones up to Peak Hunt. KB knows that tough guy MAGA talk. Yeah, that's all he is. And yeah. Oh, Strain. We got Strain, man. He just says Strain. Matt, my mod and friend. And the man who coined the phrase, the midday freak, says bones up to myself. How you doing, Matt Buddy, on this Friday? Just a Guess is throwing out donuts for National Donut Day. King of all diffs is laughing. Fuck yeah, Andrew, loud and proud with the gayness. With the pride flag. The Simps, says our friend King of all diffs. Matt bones up my dude from Peak Hunt. Mandy Diff says Hoya. Matt gives the Peak Hunt and the bones up the Hoya. Mandy Diff gives Matt some love. Mandy Diff gives love right back from Matt. Love me some Chuck Mangione, says my sister Kathy. Fitty Puss Diff from King of All Diffs. What strain did you buy, BF Live? I bought this shit, Mandy. It's called GUSH, Gush Mints. Gush Mints. Where'd my fucking bag go? Oh, I must have my bag over there. It's called Gush Mints, and it's like fucking 37% THC. I think it might have given me a headache yesterday. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. Drummer Mom 29 checks in and says, Terry Nee, are you from the Berg? What's up, Drummer Mom 29? He is, I won't totally dox him, but he is from the greater Pennsylvania area. I'll have to let him decide how much he wants to dox himself, his own location. And welcome to BF Live, The Vibe. I don't ever think I've seen a name, Drummer Mom 29, in my chat. Well, welcome. It gets some kush up. It's got some kush in it, I bet. Yes, it does. It is definitely a mix. It's called Gush Mints. It's got like kush mints and it's a fucking, and it's killer. It's nice. I got it in my thing right here, Mandy Diff. What you got? I ain't scared of a good time. Terry Nee knows ain't nothing but a good time. How can I resist? We are nearly done. Number 4 so far, coming up for that XP spot, says Space Chief 75. Articulate John lets us know his strain. I'm smoking some Alaskan Thunderfoot. You've been Thunderfoot. And with that, we have just finished up the opening chat family check-in. Why don't you say we get on with the show?
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
That's what we do here on The Vibe. 3 hours every day, Monday through Friday. You talk amongst yourself, you need to talk with me and Andrew, whoever might show up. Drummer Mom says, thank you. First time chatting. Well, I'm super happy that you felt comfortable enough on BF Live The Vibe to say hello for your first time chatting. That is really awesome. Welcome to our Vibe, a family of positivity, Drummer Mom. I appreciate you. First time chatting here. I saw Chuck Mangione in Ocean City, Maryland. Did it feel so good there? I like Chuck Mangione too. R.I.P. John Redcorn. Yes, the actor who voiced John Redcorn. What was it? I think last Friday we heard that as we were going off shows, Andrew, that his neighbor, apparently him and his neighbor have been had a long-standing like argument or disagreement, and the whole neighborhood knew that they fought. Well, they finally got down to it, and they would always like threaten guns, what I heard on some news articles, and that unfortunately it kind of turned into that. So rest in peace, John Redcorn character from King of the Hill. Sight Clyde is right there if you want to see all. Yes.
Who was he? The main one?
He was the Indian neighbor guy. The long-haired Indian neighbor guy. Mandy Dev lets us know, she looked it up. Gush Mints is heavy. Indica-dominant hybrid strain. Cross of Kush Mints and a combination of F1 Derbs and Gushers. Yeah, it hits hard, Mandy. The shit hits hard. I had this shit called orange drizzle, and it has a really orange back taste, and I thought that shit hit hard, and then I'm like, oh, I think I just bought something harder. There you go, man. Thank you, Mandy Diff, I told you that she's my weed expert right here when I need it. Thank you, first time chatting here. You're awesome. Come on, girl. I know it can be intimidating, and some people can be, I've heard or I've noticed, can be rude in other shows, but we are chat family, so don't be scared here, Drummer Mom. I appreciate you coming on out. Emberg, says our friend Terry Need, kind of semi-doxing himself. I'm smoking Swiss Watch. I got to look that shit up. Ain't nobody got time for that. Yins, no, Central PA. Yins, there you go. Right, because you said Yins, and that is definitely a regional term. Let's see. Not neighbor. Dale's wife. Okay, my bad. My bad. Not a neighbor, but it was Dale's wife and side piece, right? There you go. I don't know if I follow all that too clearly, but there you go. I heard that he died. And Andrew, I think with that, we were at the opening. I finished up the opening chat family check-in. I did that. Now it's time to get on some other fun stuff, but we had great friends checking in, Andrew. All right.
We're having it.
I love your energy, Andrew. I love your energy, Andrew. All right, well, you're down in Florida now there, Andrew, and I think earlier in the week I did some stories about them catching gators in pools and stuff, but you should pretty safe from having this happen to you, Andrew. As long as you don't go in the water. Check out what happened to this guy when he was diving looking at some sharks. He eats the camera, Andrew. Watch, you're going to see that camera. It's going to go inside this shark's belly, and you're going to see what it looks like inside a shark. Oh, he got the camera. There it is. There it is. Yeah. Look, he got the whole fucking camera, Andrew. And then he's going to spit it out. There's the shark. There's the guys out there. Come on, spit that out. Spit it out. Hey, get my camera back, bitch. Get my camera. Huh? Can't chew it. Come on. Give it out. Get my camera back. Oh, there it is. There it is. He got it out, Andrew. He spit it out. Nom. It's yummy. Look, get my camera back, bitch. Ate his damn camera. Nom. Mandy's laughing. That's good. There we go. Andrew can handle alligators. You really think so? I don't know. People need to calm the fuck down. God, hearts have hardened here, says Mandy Diff. Oh, I evacuated 3 Mile Island. Not neighbor. There we go. We got that one. That kicks ass, says Mandy Diff, my resident fishing expert. She would know. With all things aquatic, I rely on Mandy Diff for her opinion right here on The Vibe. Thank you all for being here today. Why don't we get on? Let me close some stuff here. And I'm about to slide over to my news desk. Let me pull up my news right here, Andrew. And before you go to sleep, let's see how long we can keep Andrew up. But before I slide over to my news desk, and I'm going to read you a few stories because I know that we can have fun doing news here, and I try to prove it every day when I go over to my news desk and I do the BF Live, The Vibe, Not So Serious News. Let's get it. Come on. Let's go, folks. We're going to do it. This is our bubble of positivity 3 hours a day. You know where to get the serious news, but I bring you the BF Live, The Vibe, Not So Serious News. And I was hoping my friend Bobby Nick would be here by now, but I guess we can discuss this without him. I have a little actual kind of news in the news, Andrew. And this, have you heard about the dust that we're getting from the Saharan desert, Andrew, in the weather?
Yeah.
You have heard about that. Well, look at this. It's going to kind of all collide over the weekend with with an actual storm front. Let's look at this a little bit. Foreign dust up, Canadian smoke, which we've already reported about here through Bobby Nick and on The Vibe, and Saharan dust will cover the United States together. We got everybody blowing their shit on the United States. In a rare atmospheric convergence, the East Coast will experience both drifting smoke from Canadian wildfires and a sweeping plume of Saharan dust over the next few days. People in the Midwest recently endured the worst of the wildfire smoke, which brought air quality to near dangerous levels. But conditions are now improving. According to AccuWeather, air quality in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Iowa is expected to clear. An easterly wind pattern has carried the smoke eastward, reaching as far as South Florida. but the smoke remains generally high in the atmosphere, likely resulting in only vivid red sunrises and sunsets rather than ground-level health concerns. Adding to the spectacle, a plume of Saharan dust is making its way from South Florida towards the Gulf Coast. This dust will further enhance the brilliance of sunrises and sunsets across the region throughout the week. And then here's the path of it, Andrew. This is the path of the Canadian wildfires and the Saharan dust, and you can see it right here. Here's you got this stuff. You got the stuff coming out of here. I'm turning into Brianna White or something. And then look, over here from the East Coast, you have this Saharan dust being brought in from the side, and it's all going to converge like in the middle of the country. So if it kind of looks dusty or red or something, or you smell some smoke in the air, this might be why, because we have a rare convergence. AccuWeather hurricane expert Alex De Silva said in a report released by the forecasting company on June 2nd that the plume is roughly 2,000 miles wide west to east and 750 miles long from north to south. The plume appears to be the largest to reach America this year. That is the first story. So some actual news. If you have breathing concerns, or if you're in some of the affected areas, or if you're wondering why, that might be why. Let's see. Wow, we are going to get smoke. It's not even good smoke. Like, I might if they burn some weed and blow it down here. That would be good. Let's see. Articulate John's getting laugh from Mandy Diff. He also, Bobby Nick produces 20% of Canada's smoke. That is a fair point, Let's see. It's Bobby Cronkite time. Pecan always like to point out when I do the not so serious news. Let's see. Born under a grouper rock. Drummer Mom, our new friend, says, Terry Neem, I'm a Pittsburgher, born and raised. I think maybe we talked about this before. My usual name is Amber Alert 29. Well, welcome. Mandy Diff simply says, XP can kiss my ass. Yes, Mandy, I did tell them that it needs to be more, if they want it to be a good thing, it has to be live. They have to keep up the numbers live. It has to be live results. The Dabbleverse Detox King. Thank you, King. Thank you for recognizing, buddy. Thank you for recognizing, man. Everybody else does that. This is the Vibe Not So Serious News. You know what's up, buddy. Let's see. Space Chief 75 says, I 100% believe everything Tyranny says without question. Articulate says, but John says, we got that. He produces all the smoke. Mandy Diff like that. AJ's getting acknowledged by Pecan. Wow, we going to get smoke. Electric Gino. He checks in and he says, no smoke in KC. Those Texas fires put down some nasty dust a few weeks ago here. Isn't it amazing how like the kind of earth all balances itself out if you just let it do it? Look at the smoke and the dust and you all get kind of like even. How you doing, Electric Head Gino, on this Friday? It's gonna look like Tatooine around here. That's right. We're gonna have a couple extra moons and shit, bro. A couple extra suns, and we're gonna have like that red sky and all that. That's a good pull there, Articulate John. We're gonna have our own Tatooine on Earth. Drummer Girl, wife is from Newcastle. Terry Nee says. Drummer Girl 29, I ran to get donuts. Happy National Donut Day. Space Nerd wanted to make sure you felt welcome in the vibe. Andrew, wake up. Grab a brush and put a little makeup. Terry Nee says, wake up, come on. Terry and Drummer Mom are exchanging regional information. Seems like it makes you zoom. Seems like it makes you zoom. Not me, I don't know. Howdy, Mandy Diff. And we're down at the bottom of the opening. The next one, I'm going to go to the next story in the not so serious news, Andrew. All right. In this next story, I think the other day I showed you a story about a zebra that was wandering around a neighborhood, and we said it was probably the one that escaped from Perry Caravella's apartment building.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, you like live in a literal fucking zoo. How about this one, though? A wild elephant wanders into a store in search of sweet treats, Andrew. Watch this. This elephant basically robs this store, buddy. A wild elephant wandered out of a national park in Thailand to visit a grocery store, where the peckish pachyderm feasted on eggs and sweet treats. The 27-year-old elephant named Aplai Byang Lek is well known to locals for his frequent treks out of Khao Yai National Park in search of snacks. Residents said he can be often seen walking past a corner store a little over half a mile from the park entrance gate. But on Monday, he made what is believed to be his first visit to the store's interior, Andrew. And I literally have video of a elephant going in a store, taking whatever he wants. The elephant feasted on eggs, dried bananas, a sandwich, and 9 bags of sweet rice crackers before the park rangers arrived to usher him out of the business. Members of the Kai Yi Elephant Lovers Group donated about $25 to the store to pay for Blai Ping Lek snacks. The store owner said he was not angry at the elephant, as the animal must have been hungry, Andrew. And now I'm going to actually show you the video. This is what it looks like. If you've heard of a bull in a china shop, I got an elephant in a convenience store right here on The Vibe.
On Monday, a hungry elephant paid a visit to a convenience store in Thailand, northeast of Bangkok, looking for snacks. The store owner, Kamploy Kakao, told CNN that business was slow that day, and at around 2 p.m., the elephant just walked right in.
He just helped himself whatever he wanted, Andrew.
According to the owner, the large mammal ate around 10 bags of sweets at 35 baht, or $1 each, as well as bananas and peanuts.
No, I guess how you get him out? You ask him out nicely? Like, I don't know how I would handle this.
The 27-year-old male named Klai Byang Lek was eventually shooed away
did he
by
fart?
park rangers,
Maybe that was Andrew.
who also settled his bill.
Look, last minute, the guy comes and shoots him in the ass. He's going out the door. He does like a bitch move and shoots him in the ass with like a slingshot. Watch this move right here. On the right. Like, fuck you.
No one
You go home now. You eat too much. You get out my store. You go home now. There you go. That's what it looks like. It's not a bull in a china shop. It's an elephant in a convenience store on The Vibe Not So Serious News. Space Nerd let us know that she got a blueberry fritter, y'all, for free on National Donut Day. Because she heard about it here on The Vibe. Space G75 says, Andrew doesn't sleep. He just waits. He's fire. Space Nerd, I'm getting Dunkin' very shortly. My daily tea and lemonade and a donut for the kid. There you go. You're getting your Arnold Palmer on. If you're getting like that Arnold Palmer, my wife has a situation. That's her favorite drink at Dunkin' Donuts. And at least around here, she went there last year. This was last season. As summer was winding down, she went to get like another Arnold Palmer. And it got to a certain point in the fall, and they literally said this. They're like, "Oh, we don't have that. We don't sell that this time of the year." And my wife come home and told me that. I was amazed. I'm like, "Wait a minute. They got tea all year round, right?" She said, "Yep, I think so." I'm like, "They got lemonade all year round, right?" And she said, "Yep, I think so." I'm like, "But for whatever reason, they don't want to mix it together for you in the fall. So good luck with that. Drink it while it's in season." Drummer Mom. All the elephant, says Mandy Diff. They may have some donut deals, says Space Nerd. Not the Bees checking in on the vibes today. Hey, buddy. Welcome to Friday. Welcome to the weekend. Elephants are delicious. No, then you don't eat the elephants. The elephant's eating the donuts. Never mind. The Drummer Mom. Welcome, says my sister Kathy, to the BF Live family. Hoya Kathy from Space Nerd. Terry Knees getting last from Space Chief 75. Happy birthday, Bees from Terry Knees. Happy birthday to you, Terry Knee. Widow Killer says, I just posted a new trailer for Bob Levy's newest movie in Discord. Well, let's do this then. People like to put stuff up during the show, and when they do, I like to do this. Hi, folks. Your view is important to me here on The Vibe, but when people send me stuff, I like to play this little hold music, and then I'm going to go over to Bob Levy's newest movie in Discord. So I'm going to go to 100 Proof Podcasting. That's where you posted it. Let's see. I'm going down the bottom, and I have the trailer from Widow Killer. Thank you, my friend. And I'm going to show it right now. This is, let me click on it. I'm going to YouTube it. Da-da-da. Thanks for holding, people. I guarantee it'll be worth your while. And if it's not, you can blame the Widow Killer. All right, we get it. I'm done. I found it. All right, now, let's go. Thank you. Compliments of Widow Killer. He said he posted a new trailer for Bob Levy's newest movie. So thank you for the exclusive. I'm going to play it right now on my show, The Vibe. This is Freakier Friday, official trailer in theaters August 8th.
Morning. Happy wedding week. You have a lot on your plate. Let us know.
There he is. It's Jamie Lee Curtis.
I, Anna, take you, Eric, a man whose daughter is a little demon thing with an obnoxious accent.
What is taking so long? We wouldn't want to be off schedule, innit?
My bachelorette party will be good bonding for everyone. You two are called to be family. Yeah, right.
Don't remind me.
You walked in each other's path. You learned a lesson that may serve you again.
Okay, that's enough.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, they've done this.
Right over there is a QR code that you can tip me with. Change the hearts you know are wrong to reach the place where you belong.
Oh my God, what is happening? Okay, it's who am I? It's me. It's Mom. If you're me and I'm you, then who's that? I'm Grandma, sweetheart.
Last
time, we convinced everyone that we were each other until we switched back.
I didn't want to be a part of this family, and now I'm part of some dodgy family curse? And I'm the eldest?
As teenagers, we have no power. But as adults,
We can break our parents up for good. All you have to do is reunite her with her first love. Very good. Flip your hair. Good. Big moves. Bite your lip. Not your top lip, your bottom lip.
I know what this is. You're having a stroke.
No, I just need to go to the bathroom. I was really bad at that. So bad at that. Any other ideas? Let's just get back out there. Otherwise, he'll think I'm pooping.
Too late.
Too late. BS.
Nice car. It's totally mine.
She thinks you're cute.
I do
G-O-T,
not.
G-O-T.
I do.
She so does.
Dr. Coleman?
Oh my God, go.
That's my therapist.
There you go. Thank you, Widow Killer, for letting us know. Bob Lee was holding out on us, and that's the premiere of his new movie coming up, Freakier Fridays. That was the kind of, it looked like you, man. It was totally you. Let's continue on here with the vibe of what we're doing. I got some more stories in the not so serious news. Get it, Fant, says Space Nerd. Bees gets a shout out love from Space Nerd. Please don't poop. Please don't poop. Please don't poop. Don't poop. Don't poop today. That's very cool, says Mandy Diff. He'll be back every day now, says Terry Name. Paper or plastic, says Articulate John. Pathetic slingshot. Yes, paper. That was pathetic at the end, Space Nerd. It was like, yeah, that's right. Get that to my store. Paper or plastic. We're still on the old story. Nerd getting the love from Not the Bees. Hoya, Space Nerd from Matt checking in. Matt shouts out Not the Bees. Mandy Diff gets love from Not the Bees. Listen, Not the Bees. Cheers, says P Cunt. Let's continue on here. Space Nerd, everybody's checking in. Wow, wild. Cheers, P Cunt. Listen. Kathy Linder, thank you. Nice to meet you, says Drummer Mom. That's my big sis. Not the Bees 2098 from Spawn. Glad Nerd didn't see me last night, says Not the Bees. Oh, shit. What the what? Unknown Plus checks in from my channel. What's up, Unknown Plus? How y'all doing? And Andrew, wake the fuck up! Andrew! Andrew, wake up! Wow, I even hit him with some echo. Andrew! Wow, he is out, y'all. He is out. And I assure you, he's not dead. I've been podcasting with Andrew for probably the better part of 4 years now, and Andrew has never turned up dead, so I'm hoping that won't be the case today. Let's see. We said, I was having a wild one on panel. That's why she hopes didn't see him. DM me next time, you crazy cat, says Space Nerd. Let's continue on because I got more stories I want to share with you, but I just want to make sure I acknowledge anybody new that stepped into the party. Perry and Bob should see this movie together. That would be funny, Electric Gino, because you know you as well enough that Perry goes to these movies by himself, like that one creepy old dude where you're like, why don't you have a woman with you or something? And this is a kid's movie. So yes, him and Bob going together would be fun. And then he wouldn't be able to leave earlier. If he fell asleep, Bob could that would be funny. Bob could tap him on the shoulder or something. That would be a great idea, Electric Hey Gino. Or, now that you say that, just them two, watching it, even if they watched it together on stream and just watching Bob and Perry react to a movie, that might be funny in itself. Movie night with Perry and Bob. I'm very sad I missed that Bees on the panel. Kyoto's Knees checks in on the vibe. The sequel we all needed. I can see sarcasm in chat sometime. Actually, it does look kind of fun. Was that Chad Michael Murray? I can't say that I identified too many people in it. Bonjour, says our friend Kyoto's Knees. Andrew, says our friend Matt. I tried there, Matt. It's that time of the day, buddy. There's some things, he just gonna sleep, but he'll wake up. Wake up, man. Wake up. Grab a brush and put a little makeup. Space Nerd says, Drummer Man, if you stick around long enough, there is Juicy Man Meat segment. That's right, nerd. And I know that I haven't done it every day, but I know you submit hella content for that, and I appreciate it. I don't know if the other guys appreciate it, but I appreciate you give me stuff to always show the ladies. We'll do some juicy man meat because I do something even for the ladies here on the vibe. Space Nerd, I actually liked the first one. LOL. All right. F. Kyoto for turning Andrew gay last night. Oh, shit. You did it too. Let's see. All right. I think I acknowledged all the new people checking in. You, Bob, with your drugstore purchases. Yes, it's a dispensary, Kath. We're very formal now. Now that it's illegal, we call it a dispensary. Tell Andrew's Alexa to play Machine Gun Fire or orgasm noises. Andrew, wake up. Go and dance? No, that didn't work. How about I got it. I know what to do here. I always know what to do here. You think Andrew isn't awake? Andrew's awake.
1, 2, 3, 4. Doom tek, tek, doom tek. Doom tek, tek, doom tek.
All right, I guess it didn't work. All right, let's continue on because I got more positive news stories, fun stories in the not so serious news. If Scott or any of the boys were here, anybody was awake, I would talk about how the other day I mentioned, we talked about, we showed that Mia Sarah, she was the attractive young girl that was starred along with Matthew Broderick in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. We talked about that the other day because she made a rare red carpet appearance. You don't always see her, the young girl from that movie, from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Well, you're not going to believe this, and somebody will probably end up paying the money for this, Mandy Diff. But Matthew Broderick's vest in Ferris Bueller's Day Off could auction up for $600,000. They think that this vest, let me show you this vest, and you'll recognize it if you saw the movie. Anyone with $500,000 of loose change to spend on a piece of iconic 80s fashion? Question mark? Anyone? Anyone? The vest that Matthew Broderick donned nearly 40 years ago for Ferris Bueller's Day Off is going under an auctioneer's hammer with an estimated price between $300,000 and $600,000. Sotheby's auction house is set to take bids on the garment, owned by former ESPN reporter Darren Rovell, until 2:01 Eastern Time on June 24th. That's very specific. The vest has minimal piling and loose threads consistent with the age and production use, Sotheby said. That's a lot of words right there just to say old, that something is old. The vest has minimal piling and loose threads. That means it's falling apart. It has minimal piling and loose threads and consistent with its age and production use. It's old. It's falling apart. It's deteriorating. Broderick, 63, was a successful young Broadway actor when he became a household name thanks to the classic John Hughes coming-of-age comedy. He played charming slacker Bueller, who faked being sick and enjoyed a glorious day of hooky in Chicago with his girlfriend, played by Mia Sarah, and pal, portrayed by Alan Ruck. Bueller had the vest on when he visited the Art Institute of Chicago, took in a Cubs game at Wrigley Field, and took over a parade in the beloved 1986 movie. So if you got $600K, it's your day. You can have that. You can have that. Let's say it's not old or falling apart. It has a short pile and loose threads. That's falling apart. Let's see. Terry Nee says, I have a photo of Buddy Hackett. Does anyone know who Buddy Hackett is? Absolutely, Terry Nee is that kind of fat, funny, kind of chubby, chunky, kind of fun comedian back in the day. Let's see. Have you ever had a glazed chocolate old fashioned? Yeah, well, right. You're talking about like a regular cake donut with the chocolate on it, or sometimes they have them with just the sugar glaze on it. Hell to the yeah, not the bees. Space Nerd. Oh, we got donut talk going on in the chat. Let's see. He did to Cal. Let's see. He's not dead. He's not dead. I've podcasted for years with Andrew, but there are many shows that I did. Well, I wondered that's question, so I'll put you at ease. Let's see. Space Nerd. The kid got the vanilla iced with the sprinkles. Nice. Let's go. Free donut day. Not the bees. 100% by Matt. You have that photo of Buddy Hackett. I do. Buddy Hackett was great. Yeah, he was funny and dirty. Like, because of Terry, you know, I learned of Buddy Hackett. Like I said, you know, I'm the last of 5 children, right? So I overheard things that my older siblings were listening to. And I saw Buddy Hackett on television when I was younger, but I never knew until I saw his actual comedy how fucking filthy he is, man. I thought he was like Mr. TV Goody Two Shoes, but that's a short little filthy son of a bitch right there. You remember. Let's see. No, Terry. You don't have loose threads. You're falling apart and old, but I love you anyway. Don't get carried away with I said I loved you, okay? How about this one, guys? I got another story in the not so serious news. And if Andrew had this situation, he'd probably be getting eaten up right now. 2 hotel guests in California are awarded $2 million in a bed bug lawsuit. This is, you know, I take the summer, some weeks off here and there, some weekends, and I go to hotels, and you always kind of think of these things, or you hope to put this in the back of your mind, and you hope that this is never the case, but this is a worst case scenario. 2 guests left just one night into their week-long reservation due to the bedbug infestation, the lawsuit alleged. Crashing at a hotel only to leave at the end of your stay feeling itchy possibly sounds like a nightmare for many. Well, for a pair of California men, whoa, wait a minute. Hello, Frisco. I got bed bugs. They're biting me. They turned their bed bug fiasco into a $2 million award. Alvaro Gutierrez and Ramiro Sanchez filed a lawsuit against the Shores Inn in Ventura, California, after their February 2020 stay left them with painful bed bug bites, severe skin rash, allergic reactions, scarring, personal injuries over the entirety of their bodies, according to the complaint obtained by USA Today. The lawsuit filed in December 2021 by lawyer and bedbug specialist. Now, wait a minute. You telling me this isn't a bedbug ambulance chaser? How do you get the title of, when you file the lawsuit, a lawyer and bedbug specialist, okay? That's what he does. I went to college for being a lawyer and being a bedbug specialist. The specialist, Brian J. Virag of My Bedbug Lawyers Incorporated. My dude set up his own lawyer company just for this. Like they have asbestos lawyers. Well, they have bedbug lawyers. My Bedbug Lawyer Inc. alleged that the couple discovered the bedbug infestation after checking into their room and were moved into another, where they continued to be massacred from bedbug bites. It also alleged that based on Google and Yelp reviews left by prior guests, the management had previously been informed of the same issue. But I guess if you're willing, if you get the right timing, you can get $2 million in a bed bug lawsuit. It's a 2-star dump on the beach, says Terry Nee. He probably did that research. I specialize in bird law, says Articulate John. Let's see what everybody's saying about this, and then we'll get on with another story. He loves me. I told you not to get carried away with that statement. Don't unravel it, Terry. It may be the only thing holding you together. That's right. If you want to destroy my sweater, pull this thread as I walk away. It's a sweater song. Space Nerd is laughing. Andrew is once again doing most of the heavy lifting. Love our brother's contributions. Like I said, Spawn, I've been doing this for more than 4 years now with Andrew, and I've been through kind of every kind of body movement or situation from my boy Andrew. It was a little disconcerting at first when you're like, my boy okay over there? He dead? He not dead over there. But after a while, you just come to know that this is Andrew's pattern. He loves this stuff, and he loves you all so much. He would rather be sitting on this camera sleeping right now than have that camera off and be in that bed. And so he's welcome to be here until he wakes up. He's our bro. I bet if 2 straight white men tried to sue for something like that, it would get thrown out. That's right. Ew, they just thought maybe it was something. He got herpes simplex teen. Let's see. I see somebody checking in backstage. I specialize in bird law, says Articulate John. We got the 2-star dump comment earlier. Bird law is not governed by reason, says Space Chief 75. I may hire you, AJ, says Terry Nee. He needs a bird lawyer. Thank you, Space Chief 75, says Articulate John. Articulate John gets acknowledged by Space Chief 75. Andrew's sex swing is listening all the time. Well, here's another guy who does hundreds and hundreds, thousands of shows even. And he's done them with Andrew too. He's seen this 100 times. He'll see it 100 more if we're all lucky. And I'm lucky to have him here. You know who it is, folks. He's checking in from up there in the Great White North. In time to join us in the middle of the news, it's Bobby Nick.
Hey, deep butt cheeks, motherfuckers.
Deep butt cheeks. It is Happy Friday, buddy. How you doing?
I got deep butt cheeks.
Very good. All right.
Not bad. Not bad.
That's good, buddy. It's funny, Bob, because you and I have been podcasting with this dude right here to my right or my left or whatever way you're looking, on the side of me for, like I said, for a long time now, 4 years or so. And remember early on where we'd be like, is that motherfucker dead over there? Like, what the early on? Well, it's funny because now people that are new to seeing Andrew like this are having the same reactions we did so many years ago, Bob.
Yeah. We know he's just sleeping, but
yep.
Back in the early days, it was pretty scary because it's like
it was
doesn't move or some shit,
doesn't move. We would look for breathing. We would do all kind of stuff. Well, Bobby Nick is here now, and Bob, we can talk about it. We will talk about it at the end of the show. But I think I was right in saying that being tomorrow is Saturday, you'll be doing a lounge tomorrow at about 2:00, right?
Yes, I will. Yes.
I already kind of previewed that excitement for tomorrow when I was talking about what we're going to get down with for the weekend.
Oh, I appreciate that.
So there you go. So and I told him to get in there because tomorrow is a no filter with Andrew and Friends Day. And Bobby does that at 2. He does the other show at 7. So if you want to get your songs played in time, you got to be in the lounge on the early side if you want it played tomorrow. Let's say, I know everybody wants to say hello to you, so let's do this. Andrew Sex Swing is listening. The way you roll with it and have fun, BF, gives me all kind of laughs. Well, that's good, Spawn, because I've learned that that's what I have to do, you know. Let's see. Bobby Tikal, or Tikal from Not the Bees.
Cow.
There's Mandy Diff shouting you out with the captain, as always.
Deep butt cheeks, Mandy.
There you go. Matt, you know, he's saying cigs up, smoke them if you got them.
I don't know. I don't know how vaginas work.
All right, well, Matt will teach you. Bobby Nick is a Canadian hero, and Space Chief 75 throws out the Canadian flag right there.
Space Chief.
Let's see. Just Mike says, hey to you, Bobby Nick.
It's Mike.
There you go. Spawn's excited in the lounge, homie.
Yeah. Spawn, my dude.
Did you happen to see any of the Levy verse this morning, Bob?
I did not. No, I missed it all.
Well, you missed a technical wizardry or whatever in that our friend Psych Clyde is finally producing the show with Evie Mux. I think they did their first show with Evie Mux this morning.
Oh, really?
And Super Tips all at the same time. So they're hitting Bob with
Evie
Mux.
Shit.
They're hitting Bob with Super Tips. And Chris fucking Abels was the guest, bro. And he was having a hard time signing in. It was fucking...
Chris fucking Abels?
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah. And then Bob's figuring out how to put up Super Tips, and Super Tips are going up over Super Chats, but they got it. They're starting to get it going in the right direction over there on the Levy-verse. Let's see.
Wow.
Bobby, there you go. Bobby Nick in the lounge, homie. Spawn has been excited. He woke up excited about the lounge. Pecan says, a deep butt cheeks to Bobby Nick and to Cal, and fuck yeah. But now that Bobby here, we are not only doing it, we're doing it and having it. We're doing it and having it. Spawn, are you smoking? We got another bro checking in. Let him sleep, says Kathy. Let's see. The balloons and fireworks were amazing, says Space Nerd. Yeah, Bob was all excited because he got the little built-in kind of fireworks. He's like, motherfucker, we got fireworks over here now. We got fucking balloons over here. Bob, yeah. So it's gonna be an ongoing saga watching Bob trying to adapt to Evie Mux and Super Tips and click all these different things. Let's see. Spawn says, Space Nerd, not yet, since I have two of them kids. They're talking about personal stuff. I'm here for Andrew, says Andrew Sex Swing. Andrew Sex Swing, one of our first friends we ever got to know here on, let's see. Bob's learning, says Space Chief 75. That's a scary statement in itself, isn't it, Space Chief? Excellent, says the Space Nerd. And now all the bros are forming now because I'm going to bring the last one in, and he has a co-host. He is the brother bro that's missing. He's the missing piece. He's the Scott Master. Scott Master. He's Scott Fitzpatrick. I was going to say Prop Master, and I said Scott Master. Prop Fitzpatrick. You eat a doggy. Eat a doggy. He's like, no, you ain't going outside without scratching me, you son of a bitch. I'm going out with you. How you doing, Scott? You having a doggone Good Friday, I see right there, huh?
Yeah, I woke up a bit late. It's storming here, and I sleep good in storms. I guess I slept.
What is it about it? That, you know what, Scott? Even I got my dog from a shelter, a pound or whatever, and she was quite hyped up and wound up when we first got her. But the only thing that I could really get her to like lay down for and calm down was like when we would go outside and watch a storm or whatever, bro. She would like, I'd say, you want to watch the storm? You want to lay down and chill? And she would kind of just sit there. And only thing that kind of made her chill. So I know what you mean. It has that effect on me too. Scott is now the dog whisperer, says Andrew Sex Swing. Sean Riggle says, Scott, do you know that dog's name yet?
Yeah, I know his name. I don't want to dox him, though.
You don't want to dox the dog. Scott! That could mean you're 50% right about that, Sean Riggle. Let's see. Prop Master, you're getting the bones up from He's Got the Sector Held Down. Matt.
Brother Matt.
Wrenches up. Of course, you're getting the Scott from Spawn. Hi, dog. Man, Space Nerd just says hi to the dog. Damn. Skipped your ass. That's gay. Scott is growing out his beard again, question mark?
Yeah.
Trying to be like Bob Levy. Well, I think you and Bobby Nick have a similar pattern in that you guys will just let your facial hair go for the longest times, and then you'll let it go, turn into a beard, and then at some point you just get tired of it and you show up on a show with the shit gone.
Yeah. About once or twice a year I'll shave.
That's the pattern I've noticed out of both of you. It's not like once it's smooth, you guys keep it smooth. It's like you grow it, it gets on your nerd, you shave it, and then that's your cycle. So there you go. We're in the growing cycle. Scott, you can take the trail dog now. Oh, you can have yourself a little trail dog when you go on your walk.
I would, I'm afraid he'd run away from me. I can't. It's not my dog. I can't leave Storm's dog.
You don't want that. Let's see. You don't want that happening. Where did I put it? Where did I put Okay, I'm gonna continue on. I lost something. Let me see. Let's see what everybody's saying. Checking in with you. I'm glad my boys are here. I'm all about the beard since I grow it for shit. Oh, because I can't grow for shit on my head. There you go. Yeah. I grow it for shit on my head these days. That's anything on your head. I'm gonna call him Waffles. You're gonna name. Oh, you're gonna give the dog Waffles. All right.
Waffles.
Articulate John named it. He gave it its screen name Waffles.
Waffles. He's looking at me.
See, look, there's Spawn threw it out there. We got a show name for the dog. All right. Well, I wish Andrew was up for this, and I bet he would wish he was up for this too. I'm going to do one more story in the not so serious news, and then I'm going to show you a bikini report to finish out this Friday newscast. But Andrew, want to talk about Aaron Rodgers? Yeah. So for those of you who are kind of sports fans or keeping up a little bit, Aaron Rodgers signing with the Steelers. And they're talking about we're grading his quarterback and his fit in Pittsburgh. So I'll just say this out loud because I know Bobby Dicker and Scott don't really give a shit about this. But I think it's kind of weird and funny that, last year, for those who follow football, and I know we have our new friend in here, Drummer Girl 29. She said she's from Pittsburgh. They let Russell Wilson go and they traded away Justin Fields. So they went from a situation where they had two kind of quarterbacks to where they had zero quarterbacks other than who they drafted. And they were kind of counting on this rumor of Aaron Rodgers wanting to come play for them at 41 years old. So I really find it hard to believe that the Steelers haven't done a better job at nailing down their next franchise quarterback. The NFL world waited nearly 3 months for Aaron Rodgers to finally make a decision about where he would play during this upcoming 2025 season. They finally got their answer on June 5th. Rodgers and the Steelers have agreed to a 1-year contract with the team announced on Thursday night. The 41-year-old will join Mike Tomlin's team in the hopes of leading it to its first postseason win since 2016. And Mike Tomlin has to be not too many years older than him because Mike Tomlin's a very young coach. He might be in his early 50s at that. Terms of Rodgers' deal with the Steelers have not yet been disclosed. But NFL Network's Tom Pelissero said reports Rodgers told teams that he will play for $20 million during this upcoming season. But how does Rodgers fit with the Steelers? Below is a breakdown of his fit. But you know what's interesting, guys, is that they were talking about the number 12, and the last person that had the number 12 was Terry Bradshaw. But they haven't retired that number, Scott.
Oh, really? I would have thought that'd been retired.
Right, even being a light football fan, you even realize that dude's won like 4 Super Bowls with him. Like, what do you got to do to get your number retired from a team, Scott, right?
Right, yeah.
So there's question about what number he will wear. And I got a list right here of kind of the numbers that they have. Let's see, I think it was on there. Actually, it must have been on another article. But they had this whole list of numbers that that they're kind of holding out. They won't quite retire them, like Jerome Bettis' former number, Terry Bradshaw's number, and a couple other guys. But, 41 years old. The Steelers are going with a 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers for their quarterback for this upcoming season. I don't know. They have him, and who they got that guy from, they signed the big wide receiver from Seattle. So, I don't know. We'll have to see how this season comes together. Brett Favre is coming out of retirement. Did I say Favre and not Rodgers? Because I've always mixed them two up. So if I did that, I might have done that, Articulate John, but it's Aaron Rodgers. I do often mix those names up because Favre was on the team for so long. Let me see. But I've done that in the past. The dog is Waffles. We got that one. We got Waffles. Spawn says, as a Packers fan, have fun with this insufferable, miserable headache of a fucking diva, says our friend Spawn. Spawn, there is always a princess on the team. I haven't kept up with the Stillers in years. The Stillers, see? She knows how they say it in the region there. LOL, says Space Nerd. Spawn says he will be on McAfee taking direct shots at specific coaches, blasting play calling, and throwing grenades all through the locker room before hoodie weather. Book it, says Spawn. Yes, he is famous friends with the prolific podcaster, former NFL kicker, Pat McAfee, who has the Pat McAfee Show, and he often is a guest on that show, and he will come and just say whatever's on top of his mind. Brett Favre. Favre is AJ, might as well. Let me see. Terry Bradshaw can still rip the door off an airplane. I'm wondering if you heard that story here on The Vibe when I did it a month or so ago, that Terry Bradshaw had to rip off the door of a plane that was kind of stuck when they got off a flight. Favre is greater than Rodgers. The gunslinger never mailed it in midseason the way Rodgers has a few times. I agree. And I often mix those names up because that's two longtime great quarterbacks that they kind of had back-to-back on that team. All right, well, Andrew missed the sports, so we don't care what he has to say about that. He's going to be upset that he misses this one too, guys, because now we grew up on the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition, right?
Yeah.
If you couldn't get your hands, it's almost like a Playboy or a soft porn that you can kind of get your hands on a little more easier than a Playboy, Bobby Nick. It did the trick. It was like higher level than like a Sears magazine or something like that, right? You know the rankings, right? It's like Playboy, Sports Illustrated, Sears magazine would be down in third. Well, they do them every year, and they're still doing them, and they had a runway show this year. So I'm going to take it over to Bikini Report, and she's going to tell you about all of the happenings during the runway show for the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. Go ahead, Bikini Report. Take it away.
The undisputed highlight of this past weekend was the Sports Illustrated swimsuit runway show. It was the highlight of Miami's super sexy Swim Week fashion event. Some of our favorite moments include Bethany Frankel dancing her way down the
fake titties, fake titties.
Runway. The 54-year-old Real Housewife looked amazing.
She don't look bad for 54, but them some fake ass titties. Watch this one, Scott. Look at this beast.
Olympic rugby player Ilona Maher chose to show off her power, both
Holy
figuratively
shit.
and
I'll climb
literally.
a tree.
That's what I call
God
flex. And former gymnastics champ Livy Dunn wowed the crowd by doing what she does best, namely the splits. That certainly got our attention. If you're interested in watching the whole show, it's posted on YouTube now. So did
what the fuck is with this Mad Max bikini she's got on? What the fuck is this?
anyone notice the swimsuits, or were you as blinded by all that beauty as we were? Let us know in the comments and follow the Bikini Report for more daily headlines.
Damn, thank you, Bikini Report. Hey, what do you think about that, Scott? That's a different one.
Yeah, you mean this lady here?
Yeah, some Thunderdome shit. That is the worst bikini I've ever seen since Space Nerd. What is that? Yeah, what do you think? Yes, Scott.
It looks like she's about to hit the wall. She's
she's standing right at the edge of that wall behind her. Yeah, it looks like it's got like the strappy things coming up. It's got the V. It's got the belt. It's like it's like a Halloween costume. Yeah, it's the Thunderdome Bikini Report, says Space Chief 75. Blinded by all that beauty, blinded by all that booty. Yeah, says Black Coffee Comedy. Checking in from Andrew the Giant 96. He all about that ass. Look at that. That is awful, says Space Nerd. Matt says Andrew is gay now. He doesn't care about the Bikini Report. That's true. That is the worst bikini I ever seen. We got that one. Yikes. Quit the swimsuit. Quite the swimsuit. Hot Lips lives, apparently, says JFK Headshot checking in. Kathy Ireland. Electric Head Gino throws in there. Her and Elle McPherson, Scott, they were like the first two that were like really popular just for being hot on that magazine.
Right, yep.
Let's see. I couldn't sleep sitting up if you slipped me some GBHB to wipe out an entire dance club. Enough of that. Well, Andrew can do it. He can sleep anywhere, bro. And he's proving it right here. What's up, JFK Head Chunk checking in? Hi to current remark. I'm going to make sure I got everybody here. That is to support her back. Yeah, to support them damn titties. What's up, Humphrey Dahmer? It must be Jeffrey's brother checking in over there on Andrew the Giant 96 channel. They finally got a real woman on, says Terry Nee. Well, we know how Terry likes them. Yeah. Oh, shit. Thunderdome Bikini Report. I think we got all of the comments here. So what do you say we wrap up that? We did a few new positive news stories. We wrapped it up with the Bikini Report like we always do, and we'll do it again Monday. That was the Vibe, not so serious news. Hell yeah, folks. We got all the fellas here now. Andrew's sleeping right on cue. I got my Scott's outside. Bobby Nick coming to us from up in Canada at 25 minutes past the hour of 1 o'clock, where me and Andrew comes to you from. Oh, he's kind of waking up on the East Coast of the United States. This is BF Live, The Vibe. We got 5 more minutes before we roll into the halfway point of the show. We're going to take a little piss break in a couple minutes, and then we're going to come back on the other side. We'll do the Rock You Like a Horoscope, Soulful Horoscope readings. We'll do Juicy Man Meat for the ladies, Bricked Up for the guys. So we're going to... This is basically like 2 shows in one with a little piss break in the middle, folks. So let's have a little fun now. I want to help Mick Jagger out because Mick Jagger apparently misplaced his purple towel. So let's see if we can help Mick find his purple towel.
Purple towel. It might be over there. Where is my purple towel? It's over there. Can you help me have a look? I can't have a bath without my purple towel. Found it. Where was it? It was over there. Oh yeah, thanks. Where's my purple towel? It might be over there. Where is my purple towel? It's over there. Can you help me have a look? I can't have a bath without my purple towel. Found it. Where was it? It was over there. Oh yeah, thanks. Where's my
There you go. We found Mick's purple towel. Well, how about this, guys? Since it is 1:27, we're going to roll that piss break right now. We got to pause for the cause halfway through a 3-hour show, folks. So this is our time to do it. We're going to pause for the cause so you can grab a drink, you can grab a smoke, grab a snack, grab a friend, and tell them that we're having all the fun anybody can have right here on The Vibe. Tell them to come back and see if Andrew wakes up for the second half of the show. That's going to happen right after this. We're going to do, like I said, we're going to do we're going to check the National Day calendar. We can do Rock You Like a Horoscope. We're going to do Juicy Man Meat, Bricked Up, and whatever else we can get to in an hour and a half. Right after we take this short 2.5 minute piss break, we're going to be back for more fun, and the dog's already ready to come back now. So come on, folks. Don't go anywhere. Come back in 2.5 minutes. That's all it takes, folks, while I look for the piss break element. And we're going to have more fun right after this.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
You touched yours, but you didn't touch mine. But we're back just in time. All the boys are here. Guys, we had Sean Riggle sent me a video earlier of our girl Wendy doing her thing, Bobby Nick. She was eating to Chuck Mangione. Did you see that video? You were probably on the show that she did it on, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll reframe the show, and for people that are joined us late, I'm gonna show it one more time. Like to see it? Here we go. As soon as I find it again, let me see. That was put in. Where was that? Oh, it's in my Twitter. It's on my Twitter X from Sean Riggle. He sent it to me that way. It is a funny video, Bob. And somebody made an observation I want to ask you about after I played this video. Somebody made an observation about Wendy in this video. So here it is for those that didn't see it, and for those that just want to see it again. This is the song stylings of Wendy Pack, the one and only Wendy Pack, eating with some toward with some Chuck Mangione music in the background. It tastes so good. Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Yeah. Making your way in the world today takes everything you got. Getting a break. Wouldn't you like to get away?
Did Wendy shave?
Oh, wait a minute. Scott, we're going to touch on this. We're going to talk about this at the end.
Oh, yeah, she had to have.
Looks like she might have a little makeup on. Am I wrong?
Now you're hitting on what I'm talking about, Scott, because somebody else already said it in the chat. Somebody said in the chat that Wendy looks like really particularly good in that video.
Yeah, she looks freshened up, fresh.
So since Bobby Nick is her best boy and does every show with her, Bob, like what do you know about that? Do you agree that she looks a little different in that video? First of all,
I do. Now that Scott pointed it out, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea.
Isn't it? She looked like the hair was like longer and styled, Scott. And I'm like, she had something, her makeup on, but maybe it was all about she just shaved her face. Maybe it was that. I don't know. I didn't even think about that. But Wendy is our lovely friend. But yeah, she looked particularly, I was like, why does Wendy look like all done up, like she done herself up for the boys or something like that? Maybe she was jealous somebody was going to steal her Bobby away or something. I don't know. Let's see. Hey, Matt. Yes, drummer mom. Yeah, right. That is the one and only Wendy Pack from the Howard Stern Show. She's one of our friends. Oh, my God. She is best friends with my friend right here on the lower right. This is my friend Bobby Nick, drummer mom. She just made her first chat like ever on my show today, Bobby Nick.
Oh, cool. Welcome.
So we're welcoming her to the family. Well, you don't even know what kind of family you stepped in here, drummer mom, because yes, it is the one and only Wendy Pack from the Howard Stern Show. And Wendy Pack will tell you with no shyness that Wendy and Bobby Nick are a couple. They are a couple here. Hell yeah, Wendy's always here. You're going to love seeing Wendy here, drummer mom. Look, people are so happy to tell her. They're like, yes, it is, drummer mom. You are not mistaken. It is the one and only. And Wendy makes regular appearances on our show. Sometimes she makes indirect appearances on this show every day. I'll warn you, drummer mom, because for whatever reason, having that Howard Stern mentality in her head or just being Wendy, she got this notion one day that she would like to send her morning constitutional pics to our friend Bobby Nick right here. So she will, in all shock and horror, would just take a picture of her morning constitutional. She will send it to Bobby Nick, and we do breaking poos, and Bobby Nick has to describe it to us. So you have to stay tuned for that one, our new friend. Let's see, where was that song? Oh, when we play this. Is there one yet? All right, that's a false start.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
So yes, Wendy is our friend, but yeah, I'm glad that I had got you guys here because I was wondering, like, if it was just me, like, why does she look so different in that video and look more like girly or something? So there you go. Look at that. I know Wendy girl's lurking right now. Yeah, Matt. A lot of times she'll be in the chat. Two joints slipped in here. How you doing, buddy? Two joints. Where you at? There he is. What's up, two joints? Getting the love in the chat family. All right, that is the one and only Wendy Pack here. All right. Let's see. Let's see what I played. Perfect kind of segue I was working on right there because now I got Wendy, not only got Wendy playing Chuck Mangione. Hell, I got something better for you. It might be a little better than that. Although I don't know what's better. How about instead of Wendy with Chuck Mangione, how about Batman playing a trombone? Zoff, oof, powie, zam, zap. Whoa, look behind me. Whoa, this guy's taking my act. Whoa, look behind me. There. Oof, zoff, Powie. Come on, put your best Batman in the chat. He's doing the Batusi. Fuck yeah, you should have hit that note, bro. Come on, you should have hit that note, Batman. He should have hit that damn note. All right, there you go. Space Nerd knows. Pow, Zang, Zappo, Zambi, all that shit they used to put in there. Huh. He absolutely needs to fill out that suit better for Space Nerd's liking. Space Chief's getting acknowledgement and love from Peacunt. Pow, Peacunt. What Peacunt? He didn't never said Peacunt. He said Pal, Zam, Powie, all that shit. All right, let's continue on here with the vibe with our next segment we're going to do. I could either do Perry Talk or I could do a couple things we could do. Let's see. It is 1:37. Why don't we do just a quick check over Perry Caravello? For those of my Perry friends in the chat today, why don't we go check out what happened on Perry Caravello Live last night? Because typically they do a Friday show, but Tom had some personal shit going on today, so they did a Thursday show. So how about if I go sit outside apartment 102 and I'll run my element and I'll go over to Twitter X and look at some of the crazy shit that went down quickly last night and a little brief little Perry Talk. That's right, folks. I'm over here outside apartment 102. Let's get down talking about what happened last night on a little Thursday night Perry Talk. Join reports me as a member. He uses Perry emojis, and so does Peacunt. And if you want to be a member here for $4.99 a month or $9.99 a month, you can have fun with those emojis too. But this is Perry Talk. Fuck Bob Levy, PCL for life. I like how people take that the wrong way, Matt, when you say FBL, because that's kind of a backwards, kind of almost like a salute to Bob Levy, F Bob Levy. Well, there it is, Thursday night on all the services. How you like that Poison shirt he's got there, Scott?
I like that. Power to the people.
Power to Poison. You guys in Poison, man. He's cool, man. And here's Perry. What's it say? What do you do if this guy shows up in your neighborhood? With the free... Oh, Scott, it was so funny, buddy. They wanted him to do the easiest crowdsource last night. This is it, Scott. All they wanted him to do was empty that hellacious fanny pack that he wears, right?
Right.
And just put all the stuff in your pockets. They've told him he don't have to ruin anything. He can put it all back in when the stream was over. All they wanted him to do was take the stuff out, put it all in his pockets, and then fill it up with M&Ms and sit there the rest of the stream and eat M&Ms out of the bag, Scott. And he lost his fucking mind and didn't want to do it. Like something that easy. It's going to melt in my fucking fanny pack. I can't buy one anymore. I'm not fucking doing it, he said. So that's why they're showing him with the M&Ms or whatever, Skittles probably in his fanny pack right there. Free candy. So he wouldn't go for that. How about so now he's up to getting the car fixed again, Scott.
Okay, yeah.
That Corolla, everybody knows that Perry owns a piece of shit Corolla.
Shut the fuck up.
It is a old $800 book value piece of shit, Scott. He went for a simple oil and lube change, and Tom found out that they want to charge him $600 and do a bunch of other shit.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So you get that whole thing between, this is my my mother's car. You're never going to find another one like it, 30-year-old fucking car. Oh boy, I called it. Scott, is that it, Bobby Nick?
Oh, that's it.
Here we go. You're seeing it for the first time, drummer mom.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
Breaking poos. Breaking poos, folks. That's right. That's what happens here on The Vibe. So for whatever reason, Wendy just being Wendy, she decided one day, you know what? When I take my morning constitutional, I'm going to send a pic to Bobby Nick. Now, it'd be totally against terms of service to show it, but Bobby Nick's going to describe it now.
Oh my God. This one it's total shits. Jesus Christ. It's like soft serve ice cream just piled up on top of water. There is a bunch of the splatter just all over inside the toilet. Like,
is there any speckling?
That's what I'm talking about. Yes, there's definitely some speckles all over. And of course, her pee is sinking to the bottom of the water there. It's, I don't
Well,
know. It doesn't mix in with the water.
Rob Taker says, you deserve it, Bobby. Well, there you go. That's the daily report for better or worse. You saw it going in with Chuck Mangione. You heard it coming out. That was breaking poos.
Oh.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
And just to let you know, Drummer Mom, we're not on purpose this gross, but one morning of the many mornings we do this show, Bobby Nick screamed out in horror like that. And we were like, oh my God, Bobby Nick, what is wrong? What is the problem? What is the matter? And he told us the matter. And now it's a segment here on The Vibe. Let's see. I'm an OG in the Dabbleverse, just the first time in this chat. Oh, great. Awesome. You know all about Perry. Fuck yeah. Well, there you go. That's awesome, Drummer Mom. There you go. Then you won't think us too weird when we share what we love here. Rob Taker, Tickle from Pecan. Granny checks in and says, blessings to you all.
Hey.
Congrats on being an OG and dumbass. Yeah. Hey, Pecan from our friend Rob Taker here. What's up, Rob Taker? How you doing? There you go. Well, we kind of take a little break. We know people of the Dabbleverse, but we're not all hard in that Dabbleverse lane. Oh, Scott, look at this. What the fuck? And Scott, I'm telling you right now, don't put it in your mouth. I know you're already thinking about it, bro.
Oh, no.
I know he's already thinking about it, Scott.
Don't do it, Scott. No.
He already did it, and he did it. He did it. Oh, my God. He didn't, not even for a super chat or nothing. He just did it because it showed up. Look at Matt. He's got the spider emoji going up right away. Where did Nerd go? I think she had some business to tend to there, not the bees. Andrew getting the shout out. Love. Andrew from Pat. Andrew from Matt. Andrew. We tried. Okay. Wow. I told him not to do it and he did it anyway. Not the bees she got timed out. No. Did she? I thought she had to leave. I thought is what she said. We don't typically time out the nerd here, but somebody could have done it though. Let me show you. So let's talk about this. Before we were distracted by eating spiders and poo, we were actually doing a segment called Perry Talk here. But I love being distracted by that. That was great. That's why I love when my boys show up. All right, so now we're going to stick with Perry Talk and show you Perry arguing his point about why car repair was worth it. Scott and Bobby Nick.
$100,000 or it does not get done.
Quiet.
Fuck you
Okay.
and fuck everyone. You fucking asshole.
Okay.
$100,000.
That was actually his reaction. That was his reaction to the crowdsource that I told you about, Scott. Just taking the shit out of the fanny pack, stuff it in his pockets, and fill it up with M&Ms and eat them for the rest of the show. And that was his reaction, not for $100,000. Terry Nee says, Daddy Longlegs are very venomous, but can't bite us.
That's what I've heard.
Well, you just ate the venom. I guess I'll kill you before you kill me. There you go. So that was that. What is this? Oh, Scott, you're going to love this one, buddy. Because I think Perry's trying to steal your bit. He pulled this on the show last night.
I'm not a Did you just fart into the microphone?
He farted in the microphone, Scott.
Oh my God. I'm not a Did you just fart into the microphone?
Yep.
Oh my God.
There you go. It's instead of ASMR, it's ASSMR on Perry Caravel Alive. They said right there. Deadpool checks in with a most generous, colorful $9.99 super chat. Thank you, buddy. I need Scott drop for that BF. You fucking do, buddy. I should have. I was in such horror. I tried to talk him out of it, Deadpool.
I thought you were asking.
What's that?
I thought you were daring me.
No, buddy. I tried to say clearly beforehand, and Scott, do not eat that. And you fucking went into your fucking mouth. Because I know how you think now. So now, as soon as I saw Spider, I'm like, the next fucking thing he's going to do is try to put it in his mouth. Let me try to stop him. But it didn't work. Well, thank you, Deadpool, for that $9.99. We'll take that as a contribution for Scott doing that. Here you go. You get another one. Scott! There you go. He did it. Deadpool checking in on a Friday, buddy. I hope you're having a good spring and now summer so far, man. Well, let's keep going on here with the vibe. We'll check some other messages and stuff like that. Oh, see, Scott was doing that. All right, let's continue on. Let's see. Deadpool Hoya from Pecan. Deadpool gets the love from Matt. Hoya Peak Hunt, right on back from the Dead Fool. Matt Bones Up from Dead Fool. He's giving the love back to everybody. And Christ, where are we at? We're in the middle of Perry talk. We're spider eating. We're watching turds from Wendy. Forget about it. Hey, Scott, did you happen to see any of the show the other night when they went over this Simon Salty cartoon when he used to be on Cartoon Network?
No, I only caught a few minutes, and this part I didn't see at all.
Yeah, as part of Adult Swim, Perry came in and did kind of a bit for this Simon Salty part of the cartoon, Smiling Friends. And yesterday was like, I think, the 5th or 6th anniversary of it. Let's see, it says, you can watch a little bit of it right here now. Let me see. And all I got to show you is the beginning part, because the beginning part is creepy enough. Watch this, Scott. This is actually him on the couch, and he's delivering some lines for this show called Smiling Friends. He's supposed to be having sex. These are actual sex noises that he's supposed to be making, and they're going to animate like a thing like jumping on top of him. It was so fucking gross. Listen to him.
Okay.
I just put my pants. No, I'm just kidding.
By the way, Perry, it is June 5th. Do you know what today marks the 4-year anniversary of?
Let me think. Smiling Friends?
That is correct.
Did you do that, Terry?
4 years ago that you filmed your scenes for Smiling Friends, that I was there and Garrett was there.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe we'd mark the occasion by playing some clips.
Cool.
So for those that don't know,
Yeah. I was thinking about that. When is episode 4? Yeah, Smiling Friends. That was a lot of fun.
So for those that don't know, obviously it's an Adult Swim show called Smiling Friends. Very, very popular now. At the time, it hadn't come out, and then it blew up. But Perry was asked to be a part of it because the creators were a fan of the stream. And I just thought maybe we'd take a look at a couple of things.
Nice.
Welcome to Salty. I'm Simon S. Salty, and I built this very restaurant with my own 2 hands. And together with my funny mascot friends, we work hard to give you
so cute
quality, supreme.
So cute and lovable.
That quality Salty's experience. Unfortunately, the United States FDA has deemed my food a quote hazard.
Look at you. He's like mouthing the lines along the show.
Past 4 months alone, although I'm rolling out some new and improved menu items. Come on, I'm Italian. You could try my new Cucumber Deluxe, a super green bowl.
Look at him laughing at himself.
My personal favorite, Salty Sourdough Bread Bus. So
And he starts choking up at some point like a bitch, Scott.
Salty's.
Great experience.
I hate when fast food restaurants do this healthy food shit.
Shut up with your rent shit, Terry Nee.
Now this.
He laughs at himself. Yeah, that's 12 minutes. I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but you can see the whole thing you want. If you want to see that kind of whole interaction and the whole history of him doing that Cartoon Network show, you can go to PCL on YouTube. Your damn self. Let's see. We're going to scan through these real quickly right here. And I think we kind of hit everything they kind of hit on. So when we wrap up this segment, that was just a little bit of Perry talk in the middle of the day. What do you say we get on with the show?
Talk. Perry talk. Perry talk. Talk. Perry talk. Talk. Perry talk. Perry talk.
I did wrap up the Perry Talk segment, but it's not too late to share one of these awesome creations from my friend and chat family bro, Chris Popke, because, you know, we're trying to have the chili cook-off, and all Perry says is one thing all the time about the chili cook-off. This time you can partake. You got your smoke ready? Come on, folks, it's Friday.
Not allowed. Not allowed. Not allowed. There'll never be allowed in my home. Ever allowed in that door or that door. You're not allowed here on New Year's Eve. You can kiss my motherfucking ass. You fucking understand me? You're not fucking allowed here ever again. You son of a bitch. You motherfucker. You son of a bitch. You motherfucker. You're not allowed here again. Fuck you.
Thank you for subscribing.
That fucking guy is bananas.
Wow.
I've got enough bananas in my home. And another banana that I don't
Crying
need.
at his acting was fucking hilarious, man.
I don't fucking need bananas. I got enough bananas. I don't want any more.
He likes bananas and he likes 7-Up.
I enjoy bananas.
And he likes rock and roll. There you go. That's how we wrap it up. What's Andrew think of the chili cook-off? Let's go to Andrew now for a report. Andrew, take it away. Andrew, anytime now.
He is really out today.
He is, boy. I'm surprised. I'm kind of surprised he's here. Well, not surprised he's here, I guess. There you go. BF, yes.
He was out late with us last night, and he said
Yeah,
he had to go to bed because he had to go to work in the morning.
Yeah.
I love. He's very
Keep it on
work
the job,
oriented.
Andrew.
Yeah, right. That's a good point, Bobby. Nick, if he's going to call this work, he's basically technically sleeping on the job.
1, 2, 3, 4. Doom tech, tech, doom tech, doom tech, tech, doom tech.
Uh-oh. Here we go. All right, we'll get him to wake up eventually somehow. Is there a way the BF can rotate his camera so it looks like he's sitting up? Now I can't really do the whole angle thing, but there you go. He loves this shit. There you go, da. Okay, Andrew is dead. If that didn't wake him up, says Mandy Dell. Mandy, you would be surprised. I could say me and Bobby, Nick, we don't, and Scott, we don't even like bat our eye at this anymore that he's sleeping. We don't. He's a worker, says Sean Riggle.
Yeah.
Not like, yeah, he does. And that's funny. And it's cool, Bobby Nick, because I mean, I think he'd been quietly doing this as work for years, but never really like labeled it that or said it that, right, buddy? You know, but he's always kind of treated this like his job or whatever. So
Yeah.
he likes saying it more nowadays. There you go. All right, well, why don't we do this? We did Perry Talk. It is Friday. It's coming up on 2 o'clock. We still got more than an hour to go, and that's if we don't go into overvibe. But since it is Friday, no, I'm not doing the horoscopes yet. We're going to go check the National Day calendar and see what holidays or celebrations are going down today in the National Day. Hey.
3, 2, 1.
That's right, folks. We're having it. And Bobby Nick's here, so we're having it, and we're doing it at the same time.
We're doing it.
This is the National Day Calendar Check. National Day, hey. I remind you again that it is Friday, June the 6th. So we are, everybody that's working for the weekend, you made it, folks. So I'm glad you're here with me on the vibe. So let's see if there's any holidays or celebrations we should be down with going into the weekend on June 6th. It's the celebration of D-Day on June 6th today. So that's a very solemn and serious holiday we're having today on the National Day calendar. It's National Eyewear Day, and I always have to wear my eyewear to see what you guys are saying to me. How about National Higher Education Day? Also National Donut Day. We thoroughly discussed that. We got the jump on that yesterday. How about National Apple Sauce Cake Day? That is quite specific. And National Drive-In Movie Day, as well as National Gardening Exercise Day. National Yo-Yo Day, or maybe in the hood, it's Yo-Yo-Yo Day. That's what we have for the National Day calendar today. How about we touch on this real quick so we honor those before us. D-Day is on June 6th, the National Day calendar, and we are honoring those who fought on the beaches of Normandy, France. This historical day is a reminder of the day the troops of Allied forces staged one of the most pivotal attacks against Germany during World War II.
Nothing. I know nothing.
The Battle of Normandy was executed under the codename Operation Overlord and became known as the beginning of the end of World War II. The battle took place along a 50-mile stretch of beaches, including Utah and Omaha Beach. While many explanations exist for the name, many believe the word day means nothing more than the countdown of the day or the hour of the assault. There you go. The U.S., Britain, and Canada sent more than 160,000 Allied troops under the leadership of General Dwight Eisenhower. The troops manned more than 5,000 ships and 13,000 aircraft the day of the initial landing, and is considered one of the largest amphibious military assaults in history. So, man, I mean, we've seen that shit depicted in like movies and stuff like that. I mean, that was some serious shit, the way those men took that beach. It's very sad. They're warriors. Let's see what people are saying about this, because I think people got family connections to this. He did like a rumble clip. Oh, I'm saying, talking about Andrew. Let's see. That sound like Shemp Howard, it snore, LOL. You can thank Terry Nee for those fun Andrew sleeping videos. He's a worker. We called that one earlier. Space Nerd says, amazing. We got the ha. We got the laughs. We got Rob Tigger saying it's National Be a Dumbass Day, too. Well, according to you, Rob, I think you think everybody's a dumbass every day from what I can see in you in the chat, buddy. Look, see, because look, the person right after you says, that's every day, Rob, see? Space Nerd knows what's up, and so does Rob Taker. Mandy Diff salutes her grandfather, and we do too. Our D-Day guys are almost gone, says our friend Terry Nee, so we salute those who remain. It's very sad, Terry. They're warriors. To get into the mood, Nazis today should do what ended Hitler's life in COD. There you go. All right, well, let's continue on. Let's see what other ones we have. National Eyewear Day. I don't think we need to touch on that much. Let's see. I don't think I'm the only one here that rocks eyewear. Bobby, Nick, you don't have guys. You got,
I got glasses, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, you do have glasses. I don't know why you got beer glasses. There, I thought you were my glass, bro. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and you got the glasses. There you go. Initially, Bob, I tried to start doing these shows without my glasses because I noticed that I was getting the light. Like all you can see is all this white light shining in my glass, and so I want people to look me in the eyes intimately. But let's go. It's National Eyewear Day, so that's self-explanatory. If you can't see, you need to get some eyeglasses on. But you know, at least the thing now, Bob, is that when I was younger, people were more pointed out or considered like geeks or dorks that had the glasses on, right?
Yeah, not so much anymore though.
Not so much anymore. Now it's become more of a fashion. It's fashion. We're fashion forward, Bobby Nick. How about it's National Higher Education Day? Well, I got my GED, so I ain't got much on that. How about National Donut Day? We did touch on that, and even Space Nerd already got her free donut, Bobby Nick. Nice. Yeah, she got a blueberry donut. So you guys, the day's not over yet. You got to take advantage of National Donut Day. And you know, Bob, it says kind of right here that I didn't realize until me and Andrew kind of did an advanced report on this yesterday that it has its origins also in World War I. These donut ladies would used to go and serve the troops donuts, and hence Salvation Army declared today like National Donut Day based on that.
Oh, I did not know that.
Right, I didn't know either. I thought this was just like another simple kind of commercial holiday, a reason to kind of just sell some donuts, buddy. Absolutely. Let me see, I'll take that down so we can see our boy Scott without the banner over his face. So it's National Donut Day. It's not over yet, folks. You can go out and get that free donut if you haven't already. How about National Applesauce Cake Day? I have not had applesauce cakes, Bobby Nick.
Applesauce cakes.
Cake.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I bet it's super moist.
Right, that's probably the reason for it there. Let's see. Red Fox said, what did Red Fox say? Let's see. It jumped on me as Red Fox and Red Foreman taught me well. Said, you dummy, you big dummy Rob Taker. Let's see. Space Chief 75 says, American Cupcake forced me to finally get glasses. Great dude, says our friend Space Chief 75. Glasses are sexy. You will have, Space Nerd will have you know. I need new contacts and glasses. Drummer Mom, I tried because of doing podcasting. Bobby Nick, I think you know a little bit about this. I went and got a new examination, and I got a pair of contacts and eyeglasses at the same time. And they told me that I needed to be able to put the contacts in and take them out twice before I left the store. That's kind of their training.
Really? Yeah.
And I did it once, Scott, and I ran out of the fucking store. And then I think I scratched my eye getting the one on. By the time I got home, I took them out, and I've never put them back in since.
They did that to me the same way. I had to put them in and out a couple of times.
Right.
But they must have walked out of the room or something. I was a kid when I was doing it, and I dropped the contact, and I thought, oh, these are expensive. I didn't want to admit to losing it.
Yeah.
So I just kept telling them, I can't get it out. I can't get it out. Even
It's
though
there.
I knew
It's right there.
I knew there wasn't one in there.
See it? It's right there. Yeah.
But they kept trying to make me get it. So I sit there rubbing my eye over and over, knowing that there wasn't nothing there.
Wasn't a damn thing there. Like, let me get it. Right. And mine like had like a flipped edge on it. And I sat there and scratched. And so I walked out there looking like a pirate going, I like these contact lenses. Work really good, by golly. Yeah. That's what I look like. I look like I got punched in one eye and getting contact. So I just went with the glasses and the glare. What's up, bud?
Yeah.
I'd say, I would eat that. I bet it's delicious. You're still talking about cake, right? Hey, because it's National Applesauce Cake Day. So yeah, it looks like it's in that, like made in that traditional bundt pan. National Applesauce Cake Day on June 6th on the National Day calendar recognizes the delicious treat known as applesauce cake. This tasty food holiday offers an opportunity to share a slice or two of cake that comes in a variety of recipes. You might think that adding applesauce to a cake is relatively modern baking invention. However, the first people to make this kind of cake were those who lived in the New England colonies during the early colonial times. They found that it didn't cost a lot of money to make applesauce cake, particularly because the cake was flour and applesauce. Also, when they used certain spices, applesauce cake didn't spoil as easily. Early colonists knew applesauce cake was delicious, plus had a long shelf life. So there you go. It's from the early colonial days. There you go. Get your bundt pan, get your applesauce, and make yourself an applesauce cake if you see so fit on the National Day. Hey. How about National Drive-In Movie Day? We do have one remaining drive-in movie theater here in my state, Scott and Bobby Nick. Do you have any remaining drive-in theaters up there in Canada?
You know, I'm not sure. I know they became popular again during the pandemic, but
yeah, some of the ones that were around that were lucky enough to maybe show some movies, or even like comedians and people were doing concerts at some of them for a while, Bob.
Yeah.
So that was cool. So some people did drive-in tours. How about you, Scott? What is your experience? You ever go when you're younger? Do you still have them around?
Yeah, we got one around, but I haven't been. The last one I ever went and watched was Titanic, the movie Titanic. I watched at the drive-in.
Ooh, that's a long one, son.
Yeah.
That is a long son of a bitch. Let me see. I don't like stuff near my eyes, so I wear glasses. Also, not going to poke my eyes. Yeah, there you go, Rob says. Well, multiple times a day. Yeah, bro. Like, if it would have went easy, I would have tried it. But when I had so much difficulty, I'm like, nah, fuck this. Terry Nee says, I found out I could buy a myopic glasses on Amazon for $20 or $300 at the optometrist. Really? You sure you're not you're not buying just readers, are you? When you need prescriptions? Because I don't know if that's a great thing, but there you go. As long as you can see what you need to see, Terry Nee. Electric Head Gino says, the one I grew up around turned into car storage for a Ford 2 years ago. Talking about drive-in movies. There's still one in my area. I took my children to it like twice a couple years back. Haven't been in many years, but they're still around. Today is National Drive-In Movie Day. On the National Day calendar to commemorate the day the first drive-in theater opened in 1933. Today, we want to give thanks to Richard M. Hollingshead Jr. of Camden, New Jersey, for creating the drive-in theater. We also get the opportunity to take a nostalgic walk down memory lane to one of the most memorable times in our lives. But I do have a story. My wife, she had like an Escort a long time ago, Scott, and it had like the hatchback with the false top. So we definitely did the thing where a couple people crawled in the back to get into the drive-in. We like you seen on TV. We did that a couple times.
Yeah.
So, and half of it, we did it just for the fun of doing it. Like, we had enough money to pay for whatever, but like, we're going to get in the back. Because we seen it like on Happy Days or seen it on TV or something. Like, that's what you do. Like, a couple of you just get in the back when you're short on money, right? Or something like that.
Yeah.
So, I actually pulled that off in my time at another drive-in movie. But, yeah. So, there you go. If you have one around, it is fun. And now, Scott, I went when I was younger with my mother, and we used to did the speaker. You hook it on the door inside the car.
Right.
Yeah.
And just then, Bobby, next simulcasting on radio is becoming a thing. Then you could get it many years later, you could get it on your FM dial on like the lower channels.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Midnight movies at the drive-in was in Depository in high school. We still have 2 drive-in movies, says Terry Nee in his area. Well, keep them alive if you want to. If you got a notion, put some motion in the ocean. It's National Drive-In Movie Day.
Those drive-in movies always had a little playground too. To the side.
The one our drive-in is literally like so low, it's right in front of the screen. Scott.
Oh yeah.
Like the screen was so much higher that the kids they had full playground equipment, and it was low, so you could basically look at the screen and and keep an eye on your kids all at the same shot. So that's good. Hey, FJM's checking in a little later than normal, but we don't have time. We don't have a time clock here. He said he'd be late, but he'd be here. Well, I hope everything's going well with your new doctor's visits today, because I think that's why you told us you were going to be late, brother. We are here doing the National Day Hey Hey. It's National Gardening Exercise Day today. Well, I guess if you can't get what you need to get out of that, then I don't have to read it to you, because if you're out there gardening, you're going to get your exercise in. So if you like gardening and you want to get exercise, you can do that today. That's the day to recognize that. How about National Yo-Yo Day, Scott and Bobby? Nick. I used to have me some yo-yos when I was a kid. Not this old, though. This looks like Terry Nee's yo-yo. Terry Nee's yo-yo. Playground was always in front seat. We could see the kids, says Terry Nee. Terry Nee, is this your yo-yo? And it's National Yo-Yo Day. On June 6th.
Be a yo-yo from like the 20s or something.
It does. Well, that's why I thought it was Terry's. It is National Yo-Yo Day on the National Day calendar today to remember the iconic string toy that generations have enjoyed. I remember that was almost a rite of passage too, guys, when you could figure out when your cooler other friends or older siblings could do that flip twist, and it would just drop and you would go, fuck, like, what the fuck? And then when you finally figured it out, Scott, you felt like you were the shit. Right?
Yes. Yeah, especially if you could do a trick or two, like spinning it or walk the dog or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was just, if I could, like, I remember just being happy if I could get that motherfucker to rip up and down. And I remember we used to get the not dollar store, but whatever the lesser ones, Scott. And what was the situation with those? They had they were plastic. They had a shitty loose knot around them, and when it got down to the bottom, it wasn't tight enough, and it wouldn't zip back up. It would just sit there and die, right?
Yeah, it wasn't quite heavy enough either. It was always a little bit light.
It was light, and it had like a big old loopy string where it just sat there and spun once you just dropped it on the string. So everybody's had different experience. It's on National Yo-Yo Day. Today, June the 6th, we celebrate the yo-yo on the National Day calendar, the iconic string toy that generations have enjoyed. We are using today's National Day as a day to give our talents a whirl and try our hand at the sleeper. Walk the dog, shooting the moon, or around the world, or hop the fence. Now, Scott, I never really got down like that. I tried the one where you tried to make the triangle, and was that shoot the moon? When you try to get it to rock back and forth through the triangle?
Rock the cradle, I think is that one or something like that.
I tried that. I did try that when I got aggravated quickly and just started going back to this.
You ever walk the dog where you let it spin, at the end of the string, you let it spin and then kind of barely touch the concrete so it walks out in front of you and it looks like you're walking the dog?
I think I probably did get away with that once in a while. Yeah, I think I did that. Pull that off, or just drop it on the ground and just follow it for a couple steps and you walk the dog, right? Well, there you go.
I used to like to see how close I could come to my brother's face whenever I'd zip and bring it back.
Mom, Scott's throwing a fucking yo-yo at me, Mom. Well, if you want to get that memory back, today's National Yo-Yo Day, yo. I think we hit all of the ones. We hit all the good ones anyway. We'll do them again on Monday. But that was today's National Day, hey, hey.
3, 2, 1.
All right, y'all, we're having it, and we're doing it at the same time that all my boys are here with me at 10 minutes after 2 o'clock, where we're coming to you from on the East Coast of the United States. Me and Sleepy up here in the corner over here, Sleepy Boy Andrew. I wouldn't have it any other way than to be here with my boys on a Friday, heading into a fun weekend. We had a fun Replayables last night on Thursday night, so thanks for everybody that joined us. Hey, Scott and Bobby Nick, it was funny, bro. You might have been in the chat for a minute. Did you see that Chris abruptly ended the show last night? Did you notice that?
No.
I didn't see it once you guys, I guess you went to Rumble.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I didn't see it once I got there.
Yeah, Bobby Nick. Chris was I think he had already had enough. He did a lot of pre-gaming and things of this nature, you understand. So he was already kind of in the bag. He was already there. And when we was before midnight, and he was trying to wrap up the show, and people kept being generous and extending it with Rumble rants and super chats and things like that. But Chris has done something he's never done before. At one point, when people were trying to keep the show going, he literally reached up and hit his camera and froze and just went away. And I had to end the show last night. That's what happened last night. So Because I guess he didn't want to repeat. He was kept saying, I can't do another 3.5 hour show, Scott. I can't do another 3.5 hour show. Because that's what happened to us last Saturday. He got tore up. We all got tore up from the floor up. If you want to see if we go 3.5 hours again, you have to join us this Saturday, tomorrow night at 10 p.m. East on the 100 Proof Podcasting when we do replayables. We watch fun videos, we drink, smoke, laugh, and joke, and we spin the wheel, and you guys get us in trouble when we got to do what the wheel dictates. All right? Well, we were talking about Perry and all his car repair situation and paying way too much, more than the fucking car is worth.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, you're paying $600 repair for an $800 book value car. Well, maybe he should have went to this mechanic. Maybe he would have saved some money. I mean, he would have, here, Scott, and he could eat at the same time, buddy. Watch this. You need some milk wipers for your car. Look at that. You can dip your cookie in this, Scott. You like some milk? Scott likes milk. Milk wiper.
He needs some milk.
All right, there you go. That's enough. I could have almost made that a what the fuck is this? Like, why are people making milk wipers and dipping cookies in them? People do weird shit, Space Nerd. What a dumbass. Rob Taker. Yes, people, especially speaking of people doing weird shit, we probably should have time that I'm going to do my segment, my ongoing, and I can't believe because it's so many of them, summer segment, the year 2025. We're in a pickle, folks. You are not going to believe I am still collecting weird, wild, crazy shit that people are doing with pickles. We'll get into that maybe later on in the show. What a dumbass. Yeah, milkers with the pickle. Mandy Diff is laughing. Space Nerd is getting love from Space Chief. Chris to the pop to he. Did you slip in here? Wait a minute. There he is. How you doing, Popke? I didn't see you slip in here, buddy. There he is. Sitting in the grandstand watching my youngest compete in provincials, like the states. I get what you're saying. Oh, for track and field and checking in. Thank you, man. Wow, bro. I know that we're family. If you're with your family and thinking about us, then we're all family. And we're going to get endless breadsticks over here. There's Popke getting the love. I'm catching up now. Chris Popke, what can't your kids do, says Space Nerd. They do it all, nerd. Ain't it great, man? You just lead them to the water and you hope they drink it. Pretty rad. That's awesome. My main yo-yo trick was accidentally hurting myself and others. I did that one too. Yeah, Scott. You don't mention that, how you, when you're slinging it and it's coming back and you beat the shit out of your wrist and your ankles and all that shit and whoever's around you. Absolutely. Space Chief's getting the last from the nerd on that comment. Chris to the pop to the key from Pete Cunt. I'm glad we're catching up with him. People do weird shit. We're back up to that. Milkers. And we're up to our next thing we're going to do here on the Vibe. It is 2/13, folks. So Mondays we do them. Wednesdays we do them. And now it's Friday. We have to see what the stars have in mind for us going into the weekend. Are we going to have a good weekend, bad, indifferent weekend? We won't know until you throw your signs in the chat. I make my way over to my Horoscope reading studio and rub my horoscope reading crystal balls ever so gently as I bring you your Friday soulful horoscope readings, folks. Let's get into that right now. Hey, are you feeling lost in search of life's answers? Well, search no further. This is BF's soulful horoscope reading. That's right, folks. I'm going to play my porn/horoscope reading music. I got a firm grip on my crystal balls that I read your horoscope with BF Live's Soulful Horoscope Readings, or as my friend Chris Popke so famously kind of recalled it one day. Here comes your horoscopes heading into the weekend, everybody. Right here on the Vibe. Oh shit. I thought you were coughing to get off I thought you were coughing to get off, and Andrew's doing one of his wake ups.
Oh my God, the eyes are so goddamn big.
He had no idea where the fuck he was, man. He's like,
uh-oh. Here's a good. Yeah, there's Andrew. He's awake. Andrew, we've been doing this with you so long, buddy. All the chat family were worried you were dead, but me and Bobby, Nick, and Scott know that this is just Andrew doing Andrew. Signs of life from Spawn. Nerd, quit trying to cup me. Oh, we're cupping the balls over here. Here we go. Cups in the balls. I see Mandy Double Diff after Milkers. So that means Mandy Double Diff is going to be the first one. How you doing, Andrew? You all right, buddy?
Good, folks.
Andrew, I think I lost you at the end of the opening chat family check-in. You slept through the news and a couple segments, but the people have been loving you the whole time, man. You've been on camera the whole time. Let's see. All right. You woke up just in time for your Friday Soulful Horoscope reading. Let's get into them because I see Mandy Double Diff has checked in first. And the reason I call her Double Diff is because she's on the cusp. She could be one or both, or well, let's see. She's both of them. Of course, I have to sign up with Google. I have to click on my little email right here to get over to my Soulful Horoscope so I can read them to Mandy Diff and everybody else today here on The Vibe. Aries is going to be the first of two I do for Mandy Double Diff. So this is for Mandy, and this is for all the Aries joining us today for... And I must say, I think you guys notice too that more and more as I do this segment on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, at least 2 or 3 people, no less, are in here saying, wow, that totally jives out what's going on with my life. So let's check them out today, Mandy Diff. Here comes Aries for Mandy Diff and all the Aries joining us today. You can learn and grow from feedback, Aries. Do your best to dodge workplace stress by focusing on working smarter and not harder. Look for opportunities to prove that you can keep your promises and meet challenges with enthusiasm. That is the first of 2. That is Aries for Mandy Double Diff and all the other Aries joining us today. And now I move on to Libra, the second of 2 for Mandy Double Diff today.
Is there a ranking or no?
No, Andrew, you're an old seasoned pro to this segment, buddy. But at some point, my horoscope provider stopped doing the number rankings, bro. So we're just going with, we always have a 10, Andrew, until our day shows us otherwise. And I'm having a 10 with you today, buddy. So this is now Libra. This is the second for Mandy and all the Libras joining us today. You might hesitate, Libra, to speak your mind due to shyness or tact. But later in the weekend, you may be more likely to find a chance to express yourself clearly and confidently, Libra. Don't take it personally if you're momentarily overlooked by others. That is the second of 2 for Mandy Double Diff. That is Libra. As we continue on. I move on to Space Nerd, who also doubles up because she's on the cups, but she cups the Virgo's balls. So this is the first of 2 for my friend Space Nerd. This is Leo, also for all the Leos out there today joining us. Leo, you polish your reputation by keeping promises and delivering results. Ask a fan for a favor and you might get it. Oh my God. Your long-range planning skills are better than usual, but you may not want to listen to someone's reasonable input. Oh, open up them ears, Space Nerd. That was the first of 2 for Space Nerd. That was Leo. And now she cups the Virgo's balls. And I just happen to be a Virgo. Totally a coincidence. So I will read Virgo for the second of 2 for Space Nerd and for myself. Choose diplomacy over debates, Virgo. Others might be defensive and bent the truth. So focus on getting on the same page to execute your plans. Standing your ground and expressing yourself can hold more weight than agreeing just to agree with someone. That is the second of 2. And that one was also for me. As we move on. FJM must have woke up Andrew because he's literally been asleep until the moment FJM showed up. So I think FJM woke up Andrew. Nerd, quit trying to cup me. I'm a Virgo, says not the bees. Spawn is the sign of life. Well, if I knew code and I didn't smoke weed, I might get your clue right there. Damn, says my friend Mandy Diff. Terry Nee checks in and is laughing, which is great. Here's Andrew.
Here's Andrew.
There he is.
Yep.
Andrew's getting the laughs and the love from Space Chief 75. And Matt, so happy to see that you're alive and waking up. FJM, Virgos, beware, says Space Nerd. Rob Taker says, Andrew is those paintings where the eyes follow you. Yeah, he is. You're like doing that shit. Yeah, that's a good one. Like them Scooby-Doo ass paintings. Not the Bee says, Oh no, Space Nerd, I must hide my horoscope. Andrew, thank you for the screenshot you just gave Terry Nee. I'll be getting some mail sometime soon. I'm also an Aries, just Mike. Well, I hope that you liked your Aries soulful horoscope reading. Dodge workplace stress and show us your breast. That's a more you know from Rob Taker, and I concur with that opinion. HR loves me for that statement. The work of the devil, says Terry Nee. Brent Hatley is a solid 7, says Articulate John checking in. You Virgo man? Yes, I am a Virgo man. I am. Every day is booby day. We like that. I agree. I'm not seeing any more signs come up in the chat, so this is what I'm going to do my go around for my bros on the screen. And now looking away, I noticed Bobby Nick just dropped the fuck out. I didn't even notice that, Scott. I was producing, and Bobby Nick dropped the fuck out on us. He's like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out,
Yeah.
BF. All right. Well, maybe he won't like what's going to come up. So I'm going to do his first anyway, since he think he can run on this segment. This is for my friend Bobby Nick. He's a Sagittarius. We call it Vagittarius. Carve out some time for essential task, Bobby Nick, Sagittarius. Focus on making your environment run more efficiently, Sagittarius, Bobby Nick. Dodge workplace stress by diving into the latest tech developments, not breast like our friend Rob Taker says. A timely tip could swoop in and turn things around. That was for Bobby Nick. No, I'm not a more you know. I'm trying to get this one because we're rocking you like a horoscope. Rock you like a horoscope. I, the Dead Bad Core. This, my new friend, was it Swimmer 29? Where you at? Was that one? This is actually Wendy Pack. You were asking about Wendy. Is that Wendy? This is one of many her alternative screen names right here. So say hello to our friend Swimmer Girl 29. I think if she was still hanging out in the chat with us. I'm looking up here. It's been a minute, but yes, Wendy, you have a new friend here in my chat. Wendy getting the shout out love. Wendy shouts out Mandy. Mandy, if she recognized Wendy. Do Taurus. I will do that for you, my friend Wendy Pack. Not the B says amen to something was said before. And Wendy checks in under this rain. Not Chucky Want Play, which is another one of her screen names. This is I, the Dead Bad Core. Do Taurus. Here you go, Wendy. This is for my personal friend Wendy Pack and all the Taurus joining us today. No one does it like the bull. Let's see. Taurus. Here, Wendy. Don't pretend to be more independent than you are, Wendy. It could send the wrong message. Avoid impulses in your finances or your heart are at stake. A relationship might shift in unpredictable ways, like with Bobby Nick. If you give in to sudden urges, so don't give in to that Bobby Nick. That's for Wendy. Oh, there he is. He is back. Hey, Bobby, what thought you dropped that on us, buddy?
Holy fuck. Can you see me?
We can now. What happened?
I don't know. Fucking everything just froze the fuck up on me and my computer locked.
Oh shit. I was switching production elements and I looked and I got 3 people on the screen rather than my normal 4.
Yeah, first it started with my fucking YouTube. It just locked up and then I couldn't get back here, so I had to... Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You see who joined us in the meantime? I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's like, tell him to do... She messaged me. She's like, tell him to do Taurus. I'm like, I'm not on the show anymore, Wendy.
I don't know why
tell him in the chat.
Drummer Mom 29, meet Wendy Pack. Yes, it's me. That's right. And now you are friends with Wendy Pack. And Wendy, we did Breaking Poos because we saw what you did, or at least Bobby described it.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
Matt's giving Wendy Girl all the love and all the purple hearts. Drummer Girl, Boomer. Wait a minute. Don't talk. Drummer Girl, I know. Drummer Girl, Boomer. I said Swimmer Girl. I changed your name. I knew you were lurking, Wendy Girl, says Matt. Rob Taker says, the dead, I bet, core Bobby has been flirting with Sweet Scorpio. And that Wendy says, hi, Matt. Mandy's laughing. Hi, Wendy. You're awesome, says Drummer Mom 29. Hi, Wendy from Space Chief 75. I've had a feeling she would be here today, so we had her in pictures, and now we actually have her in the chat. So let me see. Bob, you were off screen when I read yours, so I'm going to do a proper reading for you, buddy, for Vegetarians. This is for Bobby Nick and all the other Vegetarians joining us today for this segment we also call... Sagittarius, Vegetarius. Carve out time for essential tasks. Focus on making your environment run more efficiently. Dodge workplace stress by diving into the latest tech developments. A timely tip could swoop in and turn things around for my Sagittarius friends today. Now I'm going to go on to do Cancer. This is for my bro Scott Fitzpatrick, for Brian Clauder, and all the other Cancers joining us today. This is your Friday Cancer Soulful Horoscope reading. Take the lead, Cancer, and set the standards when the opportunity presents itself. Staying squeaky clean could earn you respect from clients or colleagues. But don't forget to keep the door open if someone close needs to lean on you for some support. That's for Cancer. That's for Scott. That's for Juggalette Jen, who jumped in just in time to hear Cancer. And that's for Brian Clauder and all the Cancers joining us today. That's your Friday. I love we shout out Clauder for this. Yeah, well, he's not in the chat as often as he used to be, but I know he's a bro, and he still sends me some DMs every now and then, so I know he's always around. Thanks, nerd, for acknowledging that. Rob Taker says, Jen is a Cancer, but the medical kind. Hey-oh, no. The joke is Jen is a Cancer, but what is her astrological sign? Hey-oh, that's the joke. Bitch, let's go, says Juggalette Jen. All right, Jen, you jumped in just in time for Cancer. I did Vegetarius. I did Cancer for Scott. Now I'm going to move up and do Pisces. Even if I did it before, I'm going to do it again for this guy who decided to wake up. All right, Andrew, here you go, buddy. This is for you and all the other Pisces joining us today. This is your Friday Soulful Horoscope reading, buddy. Pisces, identify time-wasting habits. Being a model of efficiency could lead to more free time for social activities. Trim distractions and lean on your sharp judgment to make critical changes that may improve your home environment. That's for Andrew. That's for all the Pisces joining us today.
Trying to figure out what that means.
Good luck interpreting. I can't interpret them for you, Andrew. I only read them. Space Nerd says, smoking some Elvis. Well, thank you. Thank you very much for letting us know. Thank you that you were doing that. You know, is that really the case? That's what you were doing? That almost reminds me of something.
As the guacamole flies on a cold and gray Alberta morning, the mailman just brought Bobby something avocado. And Bobby Nick cries.
Avocados. Oh, thank you very much. All right, I did Pisces. I did Cancer. I did Vegetarius/Sagittarius for Bobby Nick. And when Space Nerd cupped me with Leo, she cupped my Virgo balls. I think we hit everybody, folks. We do them on Monday. We do them on Wednesdays. We do them on Fridays. So join us again Monday for our next version of this segment. We used to call Soulful Horoscope readings, but Chris Popke made me a cool song, and I call it this. Like a horoscope. Like a horoscope. Hey, are you feeling lost in search of life's answers? Well, search no further. This is BS Soulful Horoscope reading. Hell yeah, y'all. I hope you had fun with that. We'll do them again on Monday. Now you know how you feel. Feelings for the weekend. Drummer Mom 29 got Aquarius. How about that? I didn't catch you on the first time, but I always do requests, and especially for new friends right here. So let me open that back up one more time, and I'm going to read because I don't think we had Josh in Tennessee or any of our Aquarius friends check in. So I'm going to do this for our new friend, Drummer Mom 29. Let me go back to it real quick. Here we go. Here we are, and I'm going to do the age of Aquarius. Here we go. This is for Drummer Mom and all the other Aquarius joining us today. If I didn't get to it, this is your Friday Soulful Horoscope reading. Your charm might be magnetic now, but consider slowing down on romantic pursuits since your passion might fizzle out tonight, Aquarius. Well, that's very specific. Enjoying creative hobbies or having a good time with friends and loved ones might be highlighted. Oh, shit. It sounds like you so horny. It sounds like you so horny, but it's saying you have to put it down a little bit, do some regular stuff with the family, and maybe get horny another time. Well, there you go. That was that was a request. Like a horoscope. We'll do request here. That was oddly sexy and specific right here on The Vibe, as we're in the last half hour of a 3-hour show that we do here every Monday through Friday, 12 to 3, like we're doing right now. Let me see what I got left here to play for you. Some fun stuff here. Let's have fun, because I'm emptying out the hopper, folks. It's dropping loads Friday. I'm dropping all the loads on you. Here we go. Let's have fun watching this video, Andrew. Andrew, you weren't even awake when I did the Aaron Rodgers story, were you?
No.
He was not. You want to give your opinion real quick on Aaron Rodgers at 41 becoming the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers?
So, you guys, I don't think the Steelers are doing a justice to their team. Have you seen how bad he was last season?
Well, he didn't have a great record, Andrew. They said that he went 5-17 with the Jets after previously breaking his ankle the year before or whatever in the first drive of the game.
Achilles or whatever.
Achilles, yeah, whatever he hurt. But he didn't make it through the first season. He was 5-17 last year with the Jets, but he had some pretty good numbers. I think he had 23 touchdowns versus 11 interceptions. But he's 41 years old, and I don't know if he's part of the future. Yes, we did see all of his failures last year. It'd be interesting to see, Andrew, because he has who is it? Why can't I place his name? Who was it? Lockett. They got the large wide receiver from Seattle. Who was the receiver that the Steelers got? I'm having a hard time all season. Metcalf, right? Derek Metcalf. Thank you. Yeah, part of the future. Well, there you go. He's a failure of a human being. Oh my God. Let's see. So we'll have to see. Discount double check. What pants you wearing? Khakis. What's wearing khakis? All right. Well, we'll throw a little sports in for Andrew now that he's awake. Andrew, let me know what you think about this sport right here. I like this one. F1 trailer pool. Scott. There you go, little F1. I never seen no shit like that, Scott.
No.
All right. How about this? If you think that's something, how about this? We'll do a little wacky sports here, and then we're going to do our sexy segments following this. We'll do Juicy Man Meat, because it's always ladies first. So we're about to roll in a Juicy Man Meat, and then we'll get semis with the guys, and we'll get all bricked up. But right after this sports report right here. Japanese hurdle tryout, Scott. Holy shit, okay, well, there you go. Well, how about this, guys? We are theming towards the end of 3 hours live and hopefully fun content. We're hopefully starting off your weekend on a positive note right here. But now it's time to get a little sexy. And we like to be proper around here. We like to let the ladies go first. So for anybody joining us today, ladies, are you ready? Because we're going into the weekend. We don't do it every day anymore, but we're going to do it today. We're getting sexy on Friday. Here comes the ladies' juicy man meat. Yeah, we're doing it, folks. I'm super happy to have a great large contingent of ladies that enjoy the vibe every day, Monday through Friday. And they said, hey, BF, man, you do sexy stuff all the time with the women and the bikini reports and sexy ladies cooking stuff. What about something for us? And there we go. Was born Juicy Man Meat and the lovely Stacey Allen, who hasn't been around for a minute. She made that cool element right there to start and end this segment. So let's get into it, ladies. This stuff isn't for me or Scott or any of the guys. This is mostly for Granny. This is just for Juicy Man Meat, just for the ladies, gay men, and Granny right here on the vibe. Shout out, Granny. You always lose your lurking, buddy. Here we go. Here's your first piece, ladies. BF.
Yeah.
But Andrew's sex swing says, I'm bi, I swing both ways. Well, that makes absolute sense. Since you're a swing, you can literally go in any direction. So that makes absolute perfect sense. I like that. I hear Andrew's sex swing right now. Listen. All right, there you go. That was our first piece of content. Let's go. All right. Let's continue on. Now, if you're a member here on the Vibe, as the members know, I have a Juicy Man Meat emoji in the chat if you're a member here, and you can give 1 for the low and 5 if you like them the most, or you can just put your 1 through 5 rating if you like. MSIP checks and it says, close your eyes for this segment, Drummer Mom 29. Thank you, buddy. There's a great supporter of us. Thanks, MSIP. Thank you for always supporting us, and thank you for your 5 gifted memberships here on the Vibe yesterday. I appreciate that. Thank you, Mike's Shitty Internet Provider. Space Nerd is laughing. It's an 8 out of 10, 4-star for Space Nerd. Mine are closed, so I might have some spelling errors. You can be heterosexual and still, whoa. And as soon as I say it, how generous you were yesterday, you were probably typing as I said it. He hits us up not with 5, but 10. Oh. BF Live, the Vibe gifted memberships. Well, thank you, MSIP. I really appreciate that. And we got new friends joining us every day, literally, like today.
I think Scott just sucked a cock for that one.
Whoa, did he just? He did. Wow, that was, man, you can't ask for any other prize than that. Like, we got new friends like Drummer Mom 29, that she has her membership, except gifted membership settings turned on. She might catch one of those. Thank you, MSIP. Let's see. Hey, MSIP from Space Nerd. Just a guest just caught one of those. Blummel's divorce lawyer. We haven't seen him in a minute. How about the pineapple himself, the one and only Echo Pineapple caught one of those. Leaf, welcome to the Vibe. I am Hawk, Ethan Hawk. He caught one. Canadian Girl caught one. We know Canadian Girl. MSIP says, hey to Space Nerd, as I let you know that Hellraiser 69, another bro caught one of them. MSIP, oh, I should, because I'm so innocent, LOL. Nice MSIP. Thank you, brother. Man, you made my weekend even better than it already was by hanging out with you guys. MSIP, you were typing that shit in as I was thanking you for yesterday, brother. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I think I showed this piece of content, so let's go on to the other one. Because I don't go out and look for this stuff, guys. I'll have you know, anyone old or new, if you want to send me content for this segment or Bricked Up, which I personally picked out some good ones for us today, guys, you can email me. Yes. Look at you. They got excited. So Scott. You can personally email me at bflive420@gmail.com if you have any submissions for any of these sexy segments or any other segments we do here on the Vibe. bflive420@gmail.com as I bring you that guy. It's that guy. Andrew's going to do a depression. Wait a minute. Let Andrew do it first. What's he going to say, Andrew?
Good morning, beautiful.
Good morning, beautiful. Say the other part.
Have a great fucking day.
There you go. I don't need to show the clip anymore, Scott. But I'll show it anyway. Here we go.
Good morning, beautiful. It's going to be a damn good day, but you have a great one.
Andrew almost nailed that one. I didn't even show it to him first. There you go. Okay. There you go. Scotty and Andrew's face just lit up when I said I got some stuff for them. You look pretty innocent, drummer mom. Wink, wink. Let's see.
This guy's always pointing at something. He's always pointing at something.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's got to like do this shit up at the screen.
It's going to be a damn good day.
All right.
But you have a great one.
All right, nerd. I gave you sexy Andrew. You need that too? You don't need that. I'm going to get on to the next one. Yeah, he's always, Jen points out, accurate, that he's always grunting. So good. He's always grunting and pushing his heart on his erection into the screen. Andrew Sex Swing points out. It's my favorite gay chatter, MSIP. Echo Pineapple checking in from across the pond. How you doing, brother? Good to see you here on the Vibe. It's been a minute.
Hello, Frisco.
Hello, Frisco. How you doing? Let's continue on with another piece that's not for me. This is just mostly for Granny and for the ladies. This is another piece of juicy man meat. As soon as I get it to open up. Here we go, ladies. And once again, don't forget to rate these 1 through 5. But if you're a member here, you can use the emoji, juicy man meat emoji, to rate them. Here you go.
Having it, but at least I can't admit that I'll be bad. No, can't promise that I'll be good day, 'cause I have some issues.
All right, there you got enough of that one. Now, was that piece number 3 that I showed, guys? Because I try to show 4 every day. That was number 3, right?
That's probably 4.
Let's just call it 4.
I knew it. Yeah, I knew I wouldn't be able to count on you guys for a reliable count. I can rely on you for a lot of things, but I didn't think you were going to give it to me on that one. All right, well, let me play one more, because you guys know that this ain't for us anyway, guys. This is for these great ladies in our chat, like Space Nerd, who probably submitted that and gives it an 8 out of 10. 100% drummer mom from MSIP. When Mandy Diff is having fun with multiple juicy man meat emojis, because she supports me monthly by being a member here on the Vibe. Where is Stacy? Cowboys are her favorite. They're my favorite. Yeah, I'm glad. Well, at least they're her favorite. I don't let me say happiness. Well, I didn't even say that. Wait a minute. What's the other one?
I could go one step further with the Aaron Rodgers thing.
Oh, please don't on Aaron Rodgers. I love Cowboys. I never said that. Go ahead, Andrew.
That I forgot to mention.
Oh boy,
Mike Tomlin doesn't succeed this year, I think he's out as head coach.
Well, I made a point that with Aaron Rodgers being 41 years old, Mike Tomlin is like probably one of the youngest coach, younger coach. He's probably only in his early 50s, Andrew. So they're not too far apart in age. They're almost like bros. So that'll create an interesting dynamic. Pet Farm joins us from the Andrew 96 channel and says, "Hey, Andrew and friends, I put some shorts on my channel for you." Says Pet Farm. Thanks for checking in on a Friday, Pet Farm. Have a good weekend. Drummer Mom, 100%. We got that when you guys were talking. This segment is for Echo. Okay, that's fine. All Cowboys I submit are for Stacy. Well, there you go. Let's see. I love Cowboys. Okay. I enjoy a wide variety of types of men. Oh, types of men. Hated it. 2 thumbs up. They get a 10 out of 10 from Space Nerd. All right. This is the last one, guys. I swear. Even though you tried to trick me and you tried to short the ladies with 3, I need to play 4 for them. So here's your 4th one, ladies. All right, Space Nerd. I rolled it for you twice. FJM, I have no idea why you're saying that. I love cowboys. I never even said that. Stacey Allen made that up. It's totally farcical. We have to watch Monday through Friday to see when I break them out again. But I did them for you today, ladies, because I love you. That was your Friday Juicy Mimi. Just for my ladies, because nobody has as many cool ladies watching their show as I do in my chat right here. Thank you, ladies, for being part of the vibe. All right, well, Scott is highly discouraged there, but hang on tight, Scott, because I'll do a little palate cleanser in between, because I got more selections for this segment coming up that I want to show you, and I still can't believe, I'm kind of surprised that even I'm right about this, or that I'm really seeing what I'm seeing. We are in a pickle in the year 2025, guys. Little palate cleanser in between. I'm going to show you some of these crazy items that are made with and for pickles, and then we're going to do our bricked up segment, and then we'll come back and do our plugs and let you know where you can find us the rest of the weekend. But let's start this segment. We're in a pickle for 2025. Yeah, I just keep getting, like today, I wasn't even trying, guys. You know how when you get in your phone, Bob, and you start looking at certain things, at least mine, I start getting the same thing, like over and over again. Like when I'm looking at breasticles, I get lots of breasticles. Right? Yeah. So when I'm looking at the pickle thing, I literally wanted to go on to other things, and it just kept putting more pickle shit up in my algorithm, buddy. It's crazy. Yeah, so that's the way it works. I'm going to show you some of it here. It's like I wanted to get away from it. Let me see if I think I left off on that one yesterday.
But can't I'll be able escape it now, Bobby Friend. It's got you.
The pickle, it's got my algorithm, buddy. So this is the year 2025. We're in a pickle. So let's look at these wacky things that people are doing with pickles. Enjoying pickles here on the
Ooh, pretty pickles. Pretty pickles.
How about pickles and glitter in boots? How about pickle shoes, Scott and Bobby Nick?
Ooh, pretty pickles. Pretty pickles.
We'll get the bricked up right after this segment's the chunkster. Andrew's sex stories ready. Sticky out, yeah.
Ooh, pretty pickles.
All right, we get it. Pickle shoes. Pickle shoes.
It's the first weird.
Is the first piece of evidence that I have to prove to you that we're in a pickle, folks. All year long, we're going to be in a pickle. It's too much. It's a lot to deal with. All right, let me show you my next one here. Slide down my little icon indicating that I played that last one, and I'm going to show you the next thing that you can do with pickles. And my whole fascination with this is that, well, it keeps coming up in my algorithm, number one, and I want to know what fed what, Bobby Nick. Was this like, do people like really feel like this, or did they just see something in the algorithm and they go, I'm going to one up that? Let's see right here if we can figure it out. This is cheesy pickle breakfast tacos.
Save me.
Bob, Scott, Andrew.
I do
it. I do it.
Would you? Do it. Outer pickles for the outer shell instead of a shell, a pickle shell.
Save me.
At least give it a try.
All right, Bobby Nick would give it a try.
I'll pass.
Yeah.
I did. It looks delicious.
Andrew pretty much says that about anything I put on screen, including women. All right. Well, if you're hungry, you're going to need a drink, right? But you know, we're in a pickle, guys, so it's not going to be any drink. It's going to be a pickle drink. How about dill pickled iced maca?
Want to go grab matcha?
Matcha. What?
Do you want to go grab matcha?
I don't even know what matcha is, but I ain't drinking.
Don't either.
It looks like milk and pickle and cream and with a pickle top with a pickle. Look.
Yeah.
Hell no to the no.
No.
I make salsa with dill pickles.
Go grab
it's
matcha?
the bomb. Okay, nope. Bobby's like, I got a rare no out of Bobby.
Yeah, no, that's a no for me.
They ruined the song. Nope. Andrew Sexwing says I'm out on the pickle drink right there. All right, well, how about this next thing? Don't be discouraged, guys, because you will not believe the myriad of things and ways that people are using pickles this year. In the year of the pickle we're in is 2025. Here's another one right here. Like to see it? Here you go. As we make our way to getting bricked up with the guys.
Yeah.
How about a pickle tasting booth?
Where my people at? Yeah.
How about you can buckets of pickles where you can just buy them by the pound? How about
Where
that?
my people at? Where my people at?
That's a pickle tasting booth. That's one selection here. All right, let's leave you with a banger here before we go in to get bricked up. All right, well, I'm sure I got many of them because it is the year of the pickle. How about this one? Maybe you want to relax after a long day of eating pickles, and you don't want to just take a pickle bomb bath. That was just kind of dumb and easy. I'm sure I know I got one that's more outrageous than that in the year of the pickle. Well, let's see about this one. Well, if you know what, if you slip, splash, and maybe if you fell out of that tub, maybe you need a Band-Aid that has a pickle picture on it there, Scott. Pickle fucking Band-Aids. So there you go. If you get a pickle boo-boo, you can even get pickle Band-Aids in the year 2025 wearing a pickle. All right, let's continue on here with one more. All right. How about this one? Let's have one fine drink because we're heading into the weekend. We like to drink and smoke and laugh and joke on replayables. So maybe if you show up tomorrow night at 10 o'clock East, maybe you would consider having a pickle margarita. Got round ice, very elegant. All right, that's enough of that. Fucking Pickle Rick. Please let there be pickle adult diapers for Perry.
Shut the fuck up.
That's pretty funny. That'd be good. It's the Chunkster. He relishes this segment. Hi-oh. I see what you did there. He'll be here all week. He relishes this segment. I would go for the pickle margarita, says Chris Popke. Well, we're heading into the weekend, buddy, so it's a great time to try. Crossing Delancey was a good pickle movie, recommends, and says Terry Nee. All right, guys, well, that'll be an ongoing segment for better or for worse because I got more stuff in the pickle folder than I have in the bricked up folder, which is where we're heading now, guys. Are you ready to get semis together in the middle of the day? I hope you are, whether you are or not. Now it's the guys' turn. I'm going to run the element, and it's our turn to get bricked up.
Keep cooking in the kitchen, making it right. Working with some wood, keep me up all night. Trying through the day like a queen on the throne. Everything she does got me feeling grown. Bricked up, got the vibe. Thinking up the world, I'm watching her thrive. The apple pushing and reaching that will. But I'm in full of view, I'm staying right here. Bricked up, get bricked up. Bricked up, bring me up.
Winding down the weekend, winding down this episode of BF Live, The Vibe. Stream Show 319. It's time for the guys to get semis and get bricked up together. All right, I got a couple for us guys. I got some, these are all hand selected by myself because I'm highly heterosexual and Space Nerd inundates me with stuff for her segment, for their segment, but I take care of us guys. Let's get bricked up right here. But guys, don't let Space Nerd beat you. If you want to submit some sexy videos to me, you can do it on Discord on my various social medias, or you can just send it right to me at bflive420 right here at gmail.com. Here's the first one, guys. Let's get bricked up and let's go for a ride. Looks like a bumpy road there, Scott. I hope so.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
All right, there you go. You saw it twice because that was
I couldn't understand what the fuck Andrew was saying though.
No, either.
Something about her underwear.
I hope she's wearing panties.
Why? Who would want that, Andrew? We hope you should hope she's not. Is the proper answer to that one, Andrew? I don't know. Well, let's see if you can figure out if this girl's wearing panties, Andrew. On my second piece of content, just for the guys to get semis with to end this show and this week of shows. Let's get bricked up. Damn, look at all them groceries, Andrew. Oh, and they got food in the store apparently too. I'm gonna say she has no underwear on, Andrew. No underwear. There you go. You got your request right there, buddy. All right, how about this, Andrew? It's time to do a little more sports here on the Vibe. We're gonna mix sports and bricked up for this next one. Swish, swish, bish. Whoa, they got those painted suits on, guys.
Oh.
Swish, swish, bish.
Swish, swish, bish. Fish.
He needs some milk.
My eyes. All right, there you go. We got that one. There you go. We're some sexy content for the guys and the gals. We do a little something for everybody every day, Monday through Friday, right here on the Vibe, folks. I hope you guys have a great weekend as we wind down this show. We're going to do our plugs because we're not done with you for the weekend, folks. We'll see you all weekend long, most of us anyway. Let's do this last piece of content that's bricked up for the guys. Oh, let's get bricked up. And then we're going to come back and do our plugs and let you know where you can find us.
Good driver. You brake at the right time, not too late, and with very composed deceleration. When you approach an intersection, I trust you. I don't even do that fake passenger side brake thing with my foot. That's how good you are. Hey, you're a good driver. You brake at the right time, not too late, and with very composed deceleration. When you approach an intersection, I trust you. I don't even do that fake passenger side brake thing with my foot. That's how good you are. Hey, you're...
There you go, boys. What's that now?
Can you play that one more time, Bobby Friend? I'm almost done.
Oh, you got it. I'll do it. Don't think I won't, Bobby Nick. All right, well,
I would give a Bronski to that girl.
Oh, yeah.
All right, give your last Bronski, boys.
You're
Here you
a
go.
good driver. You brake at the right time, not too late.
I mentioned that yellow is my favorite color, right? Says
when you
Widow
approach
Killer.
an intersection, I trust you. I don't even do that fake passenger side brake thing with my
I'm going to blow up the
That's how
earth
good you
with
are.
my space
Hey, you're a
modulator.
good driver.
And my
You brake
gigantic
at the right
breasticles.
time,
Oh, my.
Not too late and with very composed deceleration. When you approach an intersection, I trust you. I don't even do that fake passenger side brake thing with my foot. That's how good you are. Hey, you're a
All
good
right,
driver.
there we go.
You brake-
Extra request from my buddy and co-host, Bobby Nick. We played some.
Jiggle all nice, man. Holy shit.
They got that natural trusting jiggle. You can trust that jiggle. I hope you can trust it at least till the next time we do that segment. We did Juicy Man Meat. We took care of Bricked Up for the guys. Now let's get on.
Keep cooking in the kitchen, making it right. Working with some wood, keep me up all night. Charging through the day like a queen on the throne. Everything she does got me feeling grown. Bricked up, got the vibe. Thinking up the world, I'm watching her thrive. He out the pushing and meet you that will. But I'm in full of view, I'm staying right here. Bricked up, get bricked up. Bricked up, bring me up.
And there you have it, folks. In more ways than one, I am spent. Pulling this train into the station right on time at 2:58, 2 minutes right before 3 o'clock right here on the East Coast of the United States, where me and Andrew are coming to you from. Hey, Andrew, since you're wide awake and smiling, brother, it is Friday, I'll remind you. Say your last words and give your last plugs for a Friday, my friend.
No filter Andrew and friends on Saturday. It's going to be a good one.
7 p.m. East.
7 p.m. East.
No Filter with Andrew and Friends channel.
And no filter Andrew and friends. It's always a good hang. much love and support in the chat. Awesomeness.
There you go. That's our boy Andrew checking in. You can see Andrew. He'll probably be doing a live on the channel he's co-streaming my show on right now, Andrew the Giant 96, because he can't get enough of this stuff, folks. I told you he loves to do it in his sleep. You saw it. You witnessed it yourself here today. So check out Andrew live on any of his lives on Andrew the Giant 96 and also on Andrew, No Filter with Andrew and Friends. What else you got, Andrew?
It was a midday sleep stream.
Yeah, thanks a pant load there, Andrew. Okay. All right. Well, he says it's never because I'm boring. It's because he's tired. So I'll take his word on that. And I'm going to take this next guy's word on where you can find him over the weekend. It's Friday, Scott. Where can I find you tonight and over the weekend?
Yeah, tonight in addition to the No Filter like Andrew was talking about, tonight would be Lunatic Lounge on Bobby Nick's channel at Bobby Nick 1978, and he also does other shows, Late Night with Bobby Nick, and after the show sometimes he does a show. So his channel in general, but and then the Angry Iguana channel at Angry Iguana 112. Last night I put on a video of the guy it's a 40-minute police body cam video of the guy who beat up Cyrax. Mm-hmm. But he's been retaliated on by somebody, and they had to call the police because somebody painted swastikas all over their house.
Oh,
and,
boy.
You can see that at Angry Iguana 112.
Angry Iguana 112. If you like the full-length versions of some of the stuff that Scott's brings you in Scott's Hole, or might be future in the called Locale Tipping with Scott Fitzpatrick, that's when Scott brings us his favorite kind of locales from the internet. So we'll do that segment every few days or so when Scott has some built up that he wants to share with us. But you could go to Angry Iguana 112 if you want to see the full-length version of those videos. And now, folks, hang on tight and get your pad and paper ready, because this guy, the prolific podcaster from Canada, Bobby Nick, he's going to tell you about those shows that the ones he knows about this weekend. Bob, go ahead, tell him what you know.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you can catch maybe me and Wendy live after this at Bobby Nick 1978. And then tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, Lunatic Lounge. Oh, yeah. Me and a bunch of knuckleheads will be getting together. And yeah, that is also at Bobby Nick 78. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, I will be in the lounge. Fuck yeah. I do a little music video show on Rumble, guys. And for the low price of $1, you can see your music video request on my show. So go to that link right there. Rumble.com/The Bobby Nick Show, and check it out tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. And then also No Filter with Andrew and Friends tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern.
There you go.
Yeah.
Chris Popke laughs and he says, I have a locale tipping theme in the works, BF. I will send it to you before Monday. That is one of the many cool, awesome contributors, talented people in this chat family, like Sight Clyde, Chris Popke, and so many of you, Dang Lizard, and more than I could probably remember. So there you go, folks. That's how we do it. That's how we have fun here every day, Monday through Friday. I hope you had fun today. I felt like this was a great show. It's been a great week of shows, and I wouldn't be able to do this without my bros and the chat family and all your very generous super chats and contributions to the show, literally, like Terry Nee and people giving me content and things like that. Thanks for having fun with what we're doing. And please keep coming back every day, Monday through Friday, for BF Live, The Vibe, right here on The Vibe, on YouTube, on Rumble, and also on my Facebook. So, for my friends, Andrew, for Scott Fitzpatrick, and Bobby Nick, I am your host and friend, BF Bobby Fran, saying peace and love. We'll see you the next time we see you on The Vibe. Have a great rest of your Friday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, folks. And remember, it's not bye. It's just bye for now. And we'll see you the next time we see you on The Vibe.
Bye-bye.
That's enough internet for me today. I am going to wash myself with holy water to get rid of all the stupidity I saw today.
Jackie Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby.
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.
1, 2, 3, 4. Doom tech, tech, doom tech, doom tech, tech, doom tech.